Hello everybody. Thank you very much for coming. All right. Get a little bit of Christmas music playing here. All right, chat. Let me know if the audio's a bit off. Because right now I've got some, like, background music playing in the background. And we've got the Santa Claus over here. I'm gonna join back on the call with, Toffee in a second. So I just want to say hello to everybody real quick. Hello, Corpse. Hello, Sierra Sofa. Hello, Slime. Hello, Milk. Hello, Smiggy. Hello, Milky Way. Hello, Semi-Skulls. Hello, Infinite. Hello, DD Studios. Hello, A&A Edits. It's been a long time since I streamed. Real life has gotten in the way a lot. So I'm just going to share my IBS Paint as I continue one of the pages I'm designing, and it's going to be a future page. So you're not going to see something that I already made a post about. So spoiler alert, but I'm just going to end up posting it soon anyway. So it's not really much of a spoiler if I do share it. But yeah, thank you everybody who's here right now. This is really cool. So I gotta switch and switch my thing. Where's IBS Paint X? All right, like open up. Okay, show up. Specified window is not a game. It's not like a game. Okay, what if I do window capture? Okay. Let me see right here. Holidays. Go right here. Sorry, chat. I'm right now trying to open up IBS Paint and on the thing right now, and the browse is not browsing. I'll put sin up there for the sake of entertainment. There's a little sin right there. This is a little scuffed, but we rolling. we go dirty deeds. We go automatic. This is how we roll. This is how we do. This is how we roll. We rolling into town. All right. But yeah, just to I will give everybody updates on what's been going on with the project, because a lot has been going on. But yes, we are almost done with episode 1. Things have happened. I'll get into it, but it is coming soon. And for the sake of the game itself, capture any full screen application. So what happens if I open up IBS Paint on here? Does that open up on that? Okay, hold on, chat. Give me a second. I'm just trying to open up the drawing app. Why? Streamlabs, stop being difficult with me. I would very much appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's working now. There we go. By the way, chat. Real quick, how's life? Life is doing okay. Hello, CG Soundwave, massive Transformers fan, by the way. Appreciate the name. Are you able to hear my voice in the music good before I get back into the call with Toffee? Are you guys able to hear it? Are you guys able to, like, is the music and my voice good in terms of audio? Because I do not know. Yo, Toffee? Yeah, I drew... Hello, Serial. Hello, Igor. I drew this little thing for Toffee, by the way. The creator of the Panic AU, I'm going to be asking her some questions and stuff. You can hear everything fine? All right, then. I'm going to start the call open with her again. Let's see if the mic audio is fixed. Yo, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much for the $5, DOD. Oh, hey. All right.
Hello.
I'm back.
What's up?
I'm back again. Well, bro is acting like we weren't just talking like 3 minutes ago.
Shut up.
But hey, DHDJDD, I'm not gonna say that full thing. That is a mouthful. But just gave $5. Thank you so much. I found your channel through the Theft King
God,
video.
their name is...
I found your channel through the Theft King video, you know which one, and I really like your artwork and wish you the best of luck with it. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. You didn't have to do the donation. Your words would have meant the same thing, but I very much appreciate it. All right. By the way, Toffee, did you make like a tweet or something saying that you were gonna be doing this, or did you forget about it?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna check Twitter right now. I'm probably gonna repost that. By the way, I sent you a screenshot of what the overlay looks like, except add...
I'm actually looking at it right now.
You're actually looking at the stream.
Yeah, I'm reading the comments and everyone's saying, "Hi, Toffee." I don't know if they can hear me, but hello.
Well, there's a lot more people here than normal, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's a repost. I'm just gonna repost that real quick. I'm gonna like that. What do I want to post as my reply? Let me see.
Do something. You gotta make it funny.
Skiboody.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. No. No. I'm never forgiving you for that.
Oh, hold on, chat. I can show you something real quick. I'm actually not a brain rot fan, but every now and then when I'm in the mood, I'll do it. Let me see here. Browse. Alright, let me see, go here. Go to... I'm just gonna pull it up on stream, because why not? There we go. Done. See right here.
So what are we gonna be doing on here? Just hanging out, or?
Pretty much. I'm gonna be working on one of the pages I'm working on right now.
That's real.
But while during that, we just be chatting, hanging out, asking each other questions and stuff. Because if you want to ask me anything, I'm down. But yeah, look at this chat. Look at this.
I'm dying right here. Fuck. I hope you explode. I hope you explode.
No, come on. It's all.
I'm killing that off because of this.
No, not the chat, boy. Come on.
This is the last straw, dear. I'm killing that.
No. No. Oh, come on. Just because I reposted your thing and liked it, I'm now seeing all the comments on your tweet. I'm just getting that in my notifications.
Phrase.
Oh, gosh.
My Twitter notices are like actually a little insane.
I am not absorbed by brain rot, chat, okay? I was just in the zone.
You are.
I was just in the mood.
You are.
Come on. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Dude.
Bro, Corpse just sent Corpse super chatted $20. I'm about to get paid. I'm about to get paid by YouTube. I'm gonna get my next paycheck from them. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you, Corpse. Thank you. God bless you. You are a legend. Sai, hello to both of you. I only have time for myself, half an hour to watch, but skiboody.
If this becomes a running joke between us, we're done.
Ain't no way!
Friendship over.
Bisexual with the $20. What the fuck is going on? I haven't even started.
Hey, look, I'm here, dude. I'm magic like that. Not really, but thank you.
What? Y'all are doing me like this? Ain't no way. Bisexual fries child. Yo, the bisexual energy goes crazy.
You said bisexual fry child.
Yo, everybody. Can we get everybody in the chat spam bisexual? Can we get bisexual in chat?
Head shaking.
The bisexual lighting. Oh, that's crazy. You say you want more? Yo, thank you so much, everyone who super chatted. You guys are absolute legends. If you guys, we do have like a super chat thing where you super chat $2 to put something on the desk. I think y'all mistakenly added an extra 0 to that. I did not ask any of y'all to give me $20. That's a lot of bisexual energy. Oh, you've gotta be fucking me. You've gotta be fucking me.
Oh,
we got
oh my God.
Michael Rhodes with the £5. Is that pounds?
Michael!
I don't know if that's the symbol for pounds. I'm not sure. Y'all, thank you. Thank you.
This man's British.
You can't.
Michael, I love you.
I will try to talk in like a William Afton voice, like, you can't escape me, Toffee. Crazy voice reveal. Can't wait to see what happens, the robot snake. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. You all are amazing. Oh my gosh. Motivation has now skyrocketed. I'm definitely doing
Dude.
Oh my gosh. Cause
dog, bro.
Bruh, if y'all are down for more streams, I'm definitely doing more streams. I lost motivation a while ago, so I took a break. I didn't quit, I just took a break. Because people weren't really interacting with them much. So I just decided to stay to my community posts for a while. But like, yo, I thought this would just be like a simple stream. I just wanted to do this for the sake of fun. I didn't expect y'all to be down here, and then like all of y'all donating, like what is with y'all donating me to a bunch of money for no reason? What, y'all trying to...
It's my godly presence, dude. It, like, I bring so much to the table.
you pull up in like a mafia suit, and some of your followers come by, and you gotta be fucking me. This chat is insane.
I hope you know.
Another $5. I am, by the way, I heart every super chat in here, because y'all do not have to give me any of this money.
Dude,
I
everyone sending money is my friend. I know almost everyone here personally that's sending you money. That's crazy. Sinner, you're my bestie. I love you.
Oh, God bless y'all. God bless y'all. I
absolutely.
Like, y'all are absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, bro. Best group of friends right there.
That's top tier, bro. This is top tier stuff. Yo, oh my goodness. I'm actually kind of nervous now. This is a lot of people. I will try my best to not lose my cool and to just
You're losing your cool. You've been losing it, bro.
I've been losing it, bro. I've been in the thick... Okay, I'm not gonna reference that song. Never mind.
I'm gonna reach through my phone and strangle you if you say another word of that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. KSI did drop another tune, Low or something, and that song's actually good. And like, I listened to Thick of It like multiple times. It's not a great song, but at the same time, I don't get why it gets so much hate. I feel like it's a little excessive.
It's probably because it's KSI.
Oh, come on.
By assumption, I mean.
To be fair, KSI is the least controversial out of the trio. Like,
he's still an asshole. Either way, you know, I just kind of watch from the sidelines, you know, like everyone else.
Fair enough. Corpse with another $20. Corpse. What, bro? You blood. You said
Corpse. Do I owe you something?
He's like, Corpse.
God.
Corpse. What are you doing out here sending me another set of $20? Like, what? You trying to marry me?
He said 20 is such a funny number. I'm gonna come for this.
But I'm good at.
Oh my lord.
Now I draw more Nico stuff post to server. I mean, Corpse. Like, I know I already made this joke plenty of times in previous streams, but like, Corpse, what are you doing sending me like freaking $40 for no reason? You don't know me, bro. What, you trying to marry me, bro? You trying to get down on one knee to pull out the ring? I'm like, bro, I'm already taking.
Probably.
Sorry to
bring.
Sorry to bring the news to you. Thank you. Bro, what is this? Gonna destroy chat. Love both of your art. Oh my god. What is happening? What is happening?
I hope everyone in here knows every time I see a comment that says I love your art, genuinely, I love my art too. Thank you so much. They mean so much to me.
That means a lot. We're just two artists trying to get by in the world. This is great.
Genuinely, I just got up one day and decided fandoms are like low-key fucking boring now. I'm gonna make an ass vlog, and now I'm here. I don't really know how that happened.
I don't know.
I genuinely don't.
Yo, y'all are amazing. Y'all are genuinely amazing. This is something else. Yo, well, I hope, oh my gosh, Michael, why?
Michael!
Another £5. If we are using money as threats, Toffee knows I'll win. No
Dude,
threat.
this
no
motherfucker,
threats.
remember the Nox comic I posted with the OC? That's his OC. And I love that OC to death. Cue my beloved, bro.
Is it the red end that has like the guts like spewing out?
Yes, it was Nox. I love Nox. He's a little weird, but you know. I love him.
He kind of looks like N, but hue saturation, shifted down the red, get the guts spewing out.
Yeah, he is N, so I mean, you know, a version of N that's been through hell, probably, but...
They going band for band in the donos.
Band for band!
Unironically, I didn't expect any of this, but I love and appreciate y'all the same. My goodness. Like, thank you all so much. Thank you.
Are you able to pin comments, by the way? Is that a thing you can do on here?
I do not know, but I definitely heart all super chats because super chats.
I need you to go look at Michael's comment right now. She loves Q, clip it. I need you to heart that. Cause I can't do it.
Can I pin that? Yeah.
Can you pin it?
I just pinned it. Oh, okay. That's something new I learned.
When?
That's something new I learned. I literally just learned it on the go right now. I learned it live. Live Soruluzal discovery footage. Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the YouTube Discovery channel. I'm Soruluzal, and we gonna be searching for the.
Is that how you pronounce your name?
Soruluzal. Yeah. That's how you like pronounce.
I could not figure that out. I was looking at it like, what?
Yeah.
That was...
that's a common trope. People do not usually remember how to say it normally on the go. The only person that, like, I was able to get it right on the go was Magma Ren. I don't know if you've seen any of his work.
I have not, honestly. I'm not very, like... It's kind of funny. I'm not very social on social media. I kind of just post and then leave. That's usually what I do. I'm really bad at answering like Twitter DMs too because I post and leave. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
I don't linger on Twitter.
Yeah, like frickin' I only usually send messages myself. But the last time someone, like, reached out and sent a message to me, they wanted, like, a free commission, and I'm like, no. I did that already a while ago.
That's just called a request.
I did that already a while ago, and it was not worth it. Like, if anybody has drawing requests, then I don't answer or respond to those, because...
Yeah.
Because...
I feel bad kind of ignoring them sometimes, but like I already have enough on my plate, dude. I have commissions and like 2 comics now to juggle, so I'm like, I don't really have 3 if you count Nox's little like side comics that I'm going to be doing from time to time. But like, you know, I just have so much on my plate already.
Well, hey,
I can't, you know.
Listen, never like feel bad for not responding to someone you have no idea on who they are. Cause,
no, I mean, like, I don't like feel bad enough to like let it like eat at me. I'm just like, oh damn, like I'm sorry, I can't answer you right now. Bye.
Yeah, cause like, remember this, chat. Chat, if any of you guys are like fans towards oh my gosh, Corpse with another $5. I want to set Nox.
I think Corpse is probably plotting something.
It is
against this.
Nox is... Oh, shoot. Hold on. Ads are playing on YouTube. Mute that real quick. Because I'm on YouTube playing this soundtrack live. Is there a better one I can pull up right here? Because the music that was playing wasn't really that fire. Alright. Corpse probably, he would love love that. Oh my goodness. Let me
I agree with Corpse, so I do also want to set Nox on fire.
The chat, oh my gosh, Silver Drone Mike, is calling me, like, DMing me right now. Chat is going crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts. Let me see. What the? Okay, Sinner for the 269. Thank you. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let. Oh, I just got Rickrolled live. God, frick. Me and her.
I love that.
Michael with another £2. Yo, y'all need to chill with these donations. Y'all need to chill with these. I know I drew cute little murder drones emojis that pop up every time someone either subscribes or super chats, yada yada. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Like, it's crazy how I've got.
That's lovely.
I've gotten so many donations, yet nobody said what they wanted on their desk.
Yeah.
Like, chat, if you look at the top of the screen...
You should, you know what? On Sinner's behalf, can you add Jay?
Which version?
That's a good question. Jay.
Like what we going for? Like, something official? Some fan art? What, some freaky shit? Like, what are they wanting? Like, I don't know.
Just put like a normal J. I don't know. Fucking official art? I don't know.
Normal J. Alright, sure. We'll
just normal J, you know, the one that's always yelling at everyone.
Alright.
I don't know, she wasn't really yelling, she was more just a bitch.
Yeah, definitely. Very much so. We can fix it, chat. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see, stream, yada yada. Okay, save that. And we've got Milk and Pip. I'm gonna tear Nox. That's out again. I had fun drawing Nox torn apart. That's something. That's something.
Lord. No, that's so real. I agree. I love doing that. Why do you think it's all I draw with?
My God.
Genuinely? Scratches my brain good. I don't know. Something about him, I look at him and I'm like, I want to beat him up so bad.
Like, genuinely, I don't get it.
I don't know how to explain it, because when I look at him, I feel nothing but love and violence.
Okay, Sinner, I love Jay so much. Pookie knows me so well. Oh my gosh.
Because that's my bestie. Damn.
I was making those noises because I was like, because Jay showed up like massive on like the overlay.
That's actually really funny.
I was just shaking her around like da 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 da.
This person said these donations are crazy, and I agree. That is actually crazy.
All right, I'm gonna heart that. Oh, I got a heart. Bisexual fry child with the goofy little face. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my goodness. But everybody's being so nice. I love it here. Thank you all so much. But continuing on from what I was saying before is that an important thing creators need to know is that creators, if they are corpse with the $10 J. Okay, I guess we're putting another J on there then. Thank you so much. You did not need to give me all this money. Like, oh my god.
Dude, really? Corpse, where did you get all this?
I'm just a dumbass who has a murder drone story to tell, and y'all are giving me all this money. Like, why?
You better give me a cut.
Well, why? Like, I appreciate it, but like, you guys need to spend responsibly. Like you guys.
Yeah, really. A corpse. Are you good?
Like, okay. Like, I'm gonna be serious. Like, if any of you are contemplating whether to donate to me and end up in like financial trouble or not, if you're like genuinely considering that, I think you might need some help, because you got to get your priorities straight. But if you know what you're doing and spending responsibly, then that's fine. Do what you want. Because if you were like,
yeah, no way for us to know, so I'm just gonna look away.
I'm the kind of oh fuck.
Okay, Sinner though, Sinner. I know Sinner is fine. All right.
I will not be out Jade. Give me more J.
They are a little. Oh my lord.
Oh, what? You interested into that shit, boyo? All right, fine. No PB and J. Here's your J and J. Here's your Jujutsu Kaisen. Here's your Jujutsu Kaisen JJ and J, not JJK.
I'll draw J for you.
We got J Jotaro's Bizarre J Ventures. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'll drop 50. I'll drop 50 right now out of spite, motherfucker. Nah, he's got a vest.
No, dude, I'm so for real. He will do that. I am so honest. He will do that.
For real?
Honest to God, he will. He will do it.
Well, for real.
He basically paid me to go to bed the other night. All right, so I mean, dude, he's not lying. Bro, that's a real threat.
Bro's got money to spend. Oh my gosh, is Mr. like is
mechanic?
Oh gosh, is Mr. Goodman your dad, bro? Are you good? What the heck is going on?
This person up here commented, why do murder drones use love tormenting M? Okay, and I want to speak on that object. I want to speak on that because I actually have deep thoughts.
You said object. No, the correct word is subject. You said object.
Object. Freak.
Oh gosh.
Either way, I have thoughts about that.
Go ahead and talk. I've been talking way too much. Go ahead and say your piece.
When I made like the initial trailer for the Panic
$10! We're not gonna be able to talk!
Dude, really? If it's so I can speak, Corpse, I love you.
oh god, another $10! Oh no! Toffee was lucky I didn't get a commission from them. I wanted a Nox comic too. I'm good on Mon-Muns. I've been commissioning all my friends on my Discord. Trying to watch this during work. Not the best idea, but don't want to miss it. I got one thing to say, Toffee. Thaddy. Yes, Thaddy confirmed.
I agree.
Like, Thaddy is a Chad, and anyone who doesn't think
Look.
Like, y'all...
in the canon show, they wrote him to be like a jock, and I was like, he's a jock, but like they all have the same model because obviously 3D animation limits. So I was like, I'm not really limited by 3D animation budget, so I can kind of do what I want. So obviously I said, you want a jock? I'll give you a jock, dude. Here's Big Daddy.
You overkilled it with the freaking construction drone concept. Like,
I have more planned, but like I'm not gonna share any concepts unless we explicitly see them in like the comic first, because I don't want to like write anything in that we're never gonna see.
Then me over here, just tiny gremlin disassembly drone that wants to draw all drones with beans, but like I want a Nox comic, y'all, with the freaking $5. Thank you.
Dude, so everyone's tweaking for Nox comics, and I don't blame them. I really love Nox.
Let Pookie yap, please. I beg. This poor mother. Then why'd you super chat then? Why'd you super chat then? That's counterintuitive.
Okay, shut up. Okay. Shut up.
All right, I'm shutting up.
Shut up.
All right.
I will.
Go and answer.
I wanted to speak on that earlier. What that person said. When I first made the Panic AU, I literally was so fresh in the fandom. I didn't really know that torturing N was like a common thing that people did. I just started doing it, and then I found out that other people got canceled. And then I got canceled for it, like on TikTok. That was insane, honestly.
Imagine getting canceled on TikTok because some whiny bitches are out here being like, that's horror of my comfort character. Like, bro, it's fiction. Nobody cares. The people who actually care about real problems do not care about this.
I just find it funny that people get upset at me for having N struggle with bad thoughts when, first of all, everyone struggles with that. Just because N is a sweet guy and lovely, he's sweet to everyone, that doesn't mean he's just immune to struggling with things like that. Exactly. That's just not how reality works. Second, people got mad at me for mischaracterizing N, which is really funny to me, because I wrote it in the comic that he's aware that he's acting out of character, and people seem to miss that. And it's gonna get funny because he's gonna be even worse later. Like, people are gonna probably cook me because he's, you know how your N is like really angry.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna be close to that.
Because like, he's about to reach a point where he's just gonna get mad as shit, because
Yeah,
big
yeah, that's the point where Nico is gonna go, because I also have been kind of writing his struggles based on how I felt when I was like really battling depression when I was really young. And the thing is with that, what I'm mostly mentally referencing from that point in my life is the fact that if you're sad and depressed for that long, and if you're fighting for that long, and you're fighting alone in your head, you're gonna start becoming angry. And you're gonna become an asshole because of it. And I feel like people just forget that, you know? Depression and mental struggles aren't a pretty thing. And I want to write a story about it.
Well, yeah, that's really cool.
That's what the Panic AU is. I mean, I just want to write a story where he's struggling. Okay, that's it.
Paying y'all to stop talking about donations and have a conversation. Well, you're literally sending donations. That's also, like, counterintuitive. But yeah, I see what you're talking about, bro. I can get that it's a bit tiring, but at the same time, I didn't ask for a bunch of people to super chat a bunch. So, you know, like, I appreciate it, but, like, I didn't ask for it. Y'all are nuts. Thank you so much, though. But yeah.
Also, this person over here is right, and people calling in the sweet guy. Meanwhile, he has the largest kill count in the show. That is so fucking real. I hate when people just don't acknowledge the fact that he's killed and eaten a couple of people on screen. Wait, that one guy, he literally was just eating out of his throat. So,
I mean, yeah.
like, be for real. Be for real, Murder Jones fandom. And is scary as hell, okay? And I will remind everyone that he is scary.
He is when he wants to be, and he usually doesn't really want to be.
That's exactly the point of the Panic AU. He doesn't want to be acting like this, but he is, and it's freaking him and everyone out. Why can't people get that?
I don't know. It genuinely pisses me off sometimes. Hey, so I'm tweaking.
Can we add more J's?
Add more J, please. All right, sure.
We love J here, bro.
Y'all need to chill, but like, sure. All right.
More J. More J.
More J.
More J.
Like, and then, like, make it sound saying it in like a really like a gremlin like voice. More J.
I used to be able to do like a really good golem impression, but I don't really know if I can do it now.
My precious master. Oh wait, no, that's Dolby. What am I talking about? Dolby has no Nyx has
I'm gonna come for you.
Stream PNGs.
But, like,
oh gosh. Okay, another.
Can we add 5 more J's?
Another £2 from with all my donations. Can you add like 5 more J's? Oh my! Oh
we need more J's.
No, dude, it's happening again. Cause like I did a recent cause when I did my first blow up stream, for the project, everybody kept super chatting to add a bread bear on the desk, and I had to do that over and over and over again. Please don't tell me. And that's another $10, because I didn't even directly look at it yet, but I saw it with my peripheral vision, and I'm like, oh fuck. Lego.
Lord.
All right, Lego J. I'm not gonna be able to finish this page. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. Oh gosh, this is a lot. This is a lot.
That expression is so crazy.
What? Corpse?
He looks like he's going through hell.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Corpse, for another $10. I need to go buy stuff at the store now. Goodbye. Love you too. We love Jay, but I'm more into Nox. Thanks, Tom.
Fucking Nox him.
Oh my god.
I agree.
Oh, like, shit, dude. What the fuck?
Also, so I'm looking at little bisexual fire child up here. I know that we have Toffee's stat design, but I wonder what Lizzie would look like in my style. We've seen Lizzie once. We have seen Lizzie once in the comic. I will say, not to spoil anything here, but I do plan on Lizzie serving a larger role alongside Nori later. So they're gonna have like a little team up, and I'm really excited for that because Lizzie's screen time is gonna be so real.
Like, unironically, Lizzie is one of my most favorite side characters in fiction. Like, if I ever make a...
I absolutely love Thad.
Like, I love Thad and Lizzie both. I love them both. And the reason why...
That's funny, man.
And the reason why I, like, the reason why I pair them together is because I really love the media that I watched as a kid, and a lot of it consisted of, like, the cheerleader, like, the cheerleader girl going out to the high school jock. And they are so adorable. I've seen multiple pictures of fan art and stuff of them together, and it's so cute, and I want to contribute to that more than anything. Because I like... And some people say that it doesn't work because they have different interests. Oh, so you're saying jocks and cheerleaders have the same interests? Like, have any of y'all seen...
Like, be for real.
Like, how many... Like,
you don't have to...
Like, okay, I want you to be real with me, Toffee. Have you ever seen media where there's a couple of, like, a jock or in a popular girl / cheerleader girl, and, like, them actually agreeing on things?
No.
Exactly.
I mean,
like, there's literally
have they never heard of the term opposites attract? Are we just lost on that?
Are we lost on that? Are we lost? Are we lost on that, chat? I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna defend plain ignorance.
Ma'am, I really do love your Thad and Lizzie art, and it does give me a bit of whiplash.
Because
but like, not too bad.
Because you believed in a headcanon. Yeah, I see it.
I wasn't believing in the headcanon, you dumb bitch. I was aware that it was my headcanon. I just forget that it's just my headcanon sometimes. But since I headcanoned them as siblings rather than a couple, and then I was like, oh wait, oh yeah, they're not canon. Okay, well, anyways, that's pretty cute ship art.
I love how you didn't hold back. I love that. I love that. You just legit called me a dumb bitch, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean...
Hey, I have zero tolerance for ignorance, so, like, I mad respect you low-key.
For real, honestly? Nah, I mean, I'm aware for, like... It feels weird watching other people online be so unaware when I feel like I am so aware that not everything I write is canon. The fact, like, the way that I write in could never be 100% canon to what he's like in this show. I am not Liam fucking Vickers, dude. Like, I can't write him accurate because I can't. I didn't make him.
I mean... Another $5 by Corpse. Another $5. Just to say this before I go, thanks Toffee with the pants, if you know. What? Wait, what?
Biggie Corpse, I love you. Cookie.
Oh, is he like your boyfriend or something?
No!
Oh, okay, because I don't know.
No, dude, I'm single as shit.
Oh, okay.
I just don't.
Because how am I supposed to know? I don't know nothing about your personal life.
Inside jokes, but yeah, no, I don't really have anyone right now, which I mean, I'm fine with. They probably think I'm insane anyways.
Oh, that's nuts. That is wild.
Oh lord.
Oh gosh. But like, but yeah, no, I remember seeing, like, opposites attract, right? I remember this one couple that was in, like, Batman Beyond, and even though that show's, like, futuristic, it does reference, like, 80s high school settings. And,
You know what? I just remembered something, and I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. You know what Thad reminds me of in a weird way? And I know this is, like, not really, like, 100% accurate, because...
What?
One's a musician, and Thad is a fucking jock. I had a crush on this motherfucker for years. Marty McFly?
Marty McFly?
Marty McFly, dude. Oh, lord. I love the Back to the Future movies. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, when I think of Thad, like my Thad, I think of Marty fucking McFly.
There you go. Yeah, chat, we all know the real reason why she invented the construction drones concept. We all know. We all know why. We all know why.
I love men, but you know, shut up.
She loves men.
I love men, but shut up, okay? Shut up.
Oh, this is going much better than I thought. Oh, shit. Oh, gosh. But yeah, and another 199. Give Thad beans, Toffee. Gosh, fuck.
Fine. You know what? I will give him beans, because you already spammed me in DMs about how I gave him, like, furry toes. And you know what? It's not my fault that I'm used to drawing furries, okay?
Drawing furry, like that end dog. That end dog got me questioning, like, wait, what? What the heck?
I love the end dog, I'm not gonna lie. He was so cute. Look at his little face. I love his little face.
Hey, yo, chat, I don't wanna assume, but this chick probably went nuts when Nick Wilde showed up on the Zootopia
Oh,
screen.
you know what? That actually... Look, I had a Nick Wilde cosplay in middle school. You're not far off.
Did you watch The Bad Guys and then you just like you saw the
Oh my god, Mr. Wolf?
Mr. Wolf?
Mr. Wolf!
You saw him on screen and you were like, whoa!
I had like the cartoon eyeballs thing, bro. That shit was crazy. I saw him, it was over. I watched the movie as soon as I could. As soon as I could.
You know, there's this one anime called Beastars. Have you ever watched it?
I love Legoshi so much, you have no idea.
Dude, I've watched both seasons. I love that show. I'm not a furry or anything.
I genuinely need to finish season 2. I've only seen season 1. I need to get on season 2 so bad.
Okay, no. There's a website I can go to where like, where we watch anime, just straight up pirate it. We gotta watch season 2. We gotta watch season 2 together.
That's crazy.
Cause like,
I'm gonna have to rewatch season 1 first, because it's been a while. Like, the chicken egg episode was a little crazy, I'm gonna be brutal.
It was crazy, because there's this chicken girl and just looks at Legoshi and he's like, oh, he's eating my egg sandwich, and I'm like,
and you know what? Wasn't that supposed to be the Arthur's, like, persona, too?
I don't know.
I don't know. That might not be true, so don't quote me on that, but I thought I heard that somewhere, and I was like, is that real?
Toffee, you know the 2 comms I got for Nox and Q? Yeah, that number was nearly tripled, the whips I have. You bout to go feral, gotta go for a bit, talk soon.
Oh my god! Michael, you're serving for me! I love you! Michael, I'm gonna draw so much ship art of Nox and Q just for you, I swear to god.
Yo, I gotta break out my beverage. Hey, yo, chat. Do any of you got like some cool stuff to drink? Cause I've got right here a zero sugar energy ghost cherry limeade. Gonna play.
That sounds good.
Gonna play the ASMR real quick as I open up this cold one. Oh yeah.
Oh, this person asked if I have heard of being a brand new animal. Obviously, I heard because I just named the whole thing. I've watched the whole show. It's very good. Shit goes hard. The main character was cute as fuck. I can't remember her name. Honestly, it's been a while since I finished it. So, at this point, I've seen most furry animes. So,
soon,
I guess.
Soon, Nox plush. My gosh. But yeah, no,
I'm waiting, bro. Dude, it's so cold out here.
But yeah, who's your most favorite character in Beastars? Cause my favorite is Louie, the deer.
I'm so fucking basic. I really like Legoshi and I think it was Louie. I really like those two.
Louis the deer.
I also deer are my favorite animal, so obviously I'm all over Louis.
I do like deers, and the reason why I like them was kind of influenced by my father's occupation. Cause like if I go downstairs to the nook, like if you go downstairs to my nook, you're gonna see like 3 whole buck busts like strung up against the wall.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool.
Like some people like I don't know what people think about taxidermy, where they kill an animal, skin them, and then stuff them, and then hung them up as a decoration. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love taxidermy, actually. I think it's really really impressive, and I think it's kind of funny that you can't really taxidermy a human because of how unique shape all of our faces are.
Like, if you see, like, okay, like, taxidermy animals is 100% normal, but if you ever go to someone's place and you find a taxidermied, like, human, you better get out of there as soon as possible!
I would be a little worried.
Nah.
If I walked into someone's house and they had a taxidermy human, I think I'd be a little fucking concerned.
Like, if I saw a taxidermy human, like, I'm putting the shoes back on. I'm sorry. I'm running out.
They wouldn't even come off, dude. Second I walked in.
Like,
nah.
I'm just like, nah. I'm instantly going to jog out there like it was a freaking marathon, like, I'm getting out of here. Oh, gosh. But nah, bro, like, okay. Like, I'm not a furry and all that. And whenever I watch, I know I'm being legit. This is like canon. I'm canonically not. But because like, I'm the kind of person who watches stuff like Beastars and Zootopia and just sees it as like normal entertaining media, if you want me to be real.
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand why people fixate on like the furry aspects of things so much, especially when it's like media, because animal characters have been around since literally ancient times. Like, I don't know what you were on about.
Have any of you guys seen like the old like Robin Hood, where it was a Zootopia style? It was 2D animated and everything like that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I had that on my VHS when I was a kid. That was a good,
oh lord.
That was a good
I remember I had a bunch of VHS tapes, dude. Oh, I feel old saying that because kids these days, they won't understand, but you know, I had a lot of VHS tapes, and oh lord, the amount of time I spent rewinding them so I could rewatch them again.
Oh, you had
it makes me feel old.
Nah, that's cool though. You had a VHS too? Like,
yeah, dude, I had like a huge collection of VHS tapes. I had Milo and Otis on VHS. I had like the original Cinderella movie on VHS. Like, I had so much shit on VHS. And it's probably because I lived with my grandparents who raised me. So, you know, they're all on the old technology.
But like, but nah, like I had a large collection of stuff on my VHS. I had Dinosaur. I had the old Godzilla, where Godzilla was a woman and looked like a giant overgrown lizard on 2 legs. And not like, and I know that Godzilla does look like that, like always, but like this Godzilla specifically was like a T-Rex but with long arms. It was a weird, definitely didn't look like the actual Godzilla at all. But and
that's actually really funny.
There's also Flubber. Have you ever seen Flubber?
I don't think so.
It was it was about this guy, scientist or whatever, who always kept showing up late for weddings, and kept missing out on them, and created like a living little green goo guy called Flubber or whatever. It was pretty good.
What the hell? Yeah. I remember this one movie. I can't remember what it was called at all, but it was like about. It's so faint in my brain. If anyone knows this movie, which I don't expect anyone to, but please tell me. It was about this guy, and it was a live action movie, like in the beginning. It was about this guy who, like fell into the ocean, but when he, like, fell into the ocean, he became a cartoon fish.
What became a cartoon fish?
he became a cartoon fish, and that's like all I remember.
Oh,
But like
that sounds really familiar, but nothing's coming to mind.
I know. There was also this one other movie that was kind of old, and I did end up remembering the name recently. But it was Flight of the Navigator. Did you ever watch that?
I don't think I did.
Oh god, but the CGI in it is really bad by today's standards. But God, I really loved that movie as a kid. It was about this kid like getting, I don't know, stuck in an alien spaceship, I guess, or like he got to drive it. I don't know.
Did you ever, like, I had a couple Scooby-Doo movies, on there as well. It was Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't. I was not actually very big on Scooby-Doo as a kid, other than, like, watching, like, what was running on fucking Boomerang from time to time.
Boomerang! You know? Oh.
Yeah.
So
Boomerang.
It's one of those things where if someone, like, if you or someone else says something that you know is really old, you're just like, oh, I think I just aged 50 years in 2 seconds.
That's me with the fucking Wiggles, dude. The original Wiggles, I had that on VHS.
What?
The Wiggles, you don't remember that?
The Wiggles?
Oh, God. Now I feel old. Hold on.
The Wiggles. I don't.
The Wiggles.
I don't automatically. Like, I'm sorry. I don't trust something that's called the Wiggles. Like, that's a weird name. That's a weird name. That's a name.
It was it was a musical group, and they did like kids show music. I really loved their stuff as a kid. It was really fun.
That reminds me of that old song that goes "Wobble Baby, Wobble."
God, they're from 1991. They're from 1991.
You don't know the Wiggles? Wait, are they music artists?
Yes, dude. They were they're a musical group. They're the ones with like the multicolored shirts and shit.
In that case, that's actually kind of common for me. Because I listen to music of all genre, but I never really remember the names of the singers, or at least I know the names of multiple singers. I just don't remember the respective songs of the artists. Like, like back then, even in my childhood, the only singers I could remember were frickin' Lady Gaga, Kesha, Justin Bieber, and One Direction, and that was pretty much it. That was pretty much my catalog in my brain.
Oh lord, I was never into mainstream music that much. I was always the fucking emo kid, like listening to the, I don't know, Tally Hall and shit.
Like, when I was a kid, I'm not the kind of guy who buys music. I
pirate all of mine.
I don't vibe with because how I listen to music, because I just listen it on YouTube, and my phone has data, so I don't give a shit if I don't have Wi-Fi. But I don't buy like records or music or albums and stuff. I just listen to songs. And But one time when I was a kid, it was Christmas, and this was during a time where I was talking about One Direction on a regular basis because I really liked their songs. When I was younger.
Real?
And my parents I opened one of the presents and it was a One Direction DVD album. And this was when I had like a stereo in my room that could accept discs. It's not there anymore since I
used to have one. Oh lord.
You used to have a stereo?
I used to have one, and I used to have like this one, like, it was top hits from 2007, this that I would just play on repeat.
Oh my gosh, like, you and I were both, like, the similar age, and yet we grew up, like, playing around with stuff way behind our time, for some weird reason.
Dude, hello. I don't know. I was, like, I think, again, it's because I grew up with old people who were on that old technology anyways, so they just put me on that.
Hey,
and like, I don't know if this is like considered like old for the time. It probably is, but when I was like 4 or so, like, so this was like 2008 maybe, a little bit later maybe, but I was like really young. I was like, the only game consoles I had was a GameCube and a Wii.
Oh,
That's all I had.
I had a Wii. Oh gosh, I had a Wii too. Like, I'm actually kind of grateful I grew up in the household that I did, because, like, yeah, I was born in 2003, but at the same time, like, I grew up with, like, a Dreamcast, and I played Sonic Adventure on that, and it's legit my most favorite
Dude, I'm gonna be so for real. Right now, I have a Dreamcast sitting on my shelf in there.
No, we both had a Dreamcast, a stereo, and a VHS TV. Nah, I think you're just me from an alternate universe. Somebody pulled you out.
Crazier, I actually never owned a Dreamcast. I just bought this one.
You just bought this one. Oh my goodness.
I actually don't plan on playing anything with it. It's more of just a shelf piece for me because I think it's awesome. That this thing has survived this long, as it is.
It's one of the greatest gaming consoles in Nintendo history. I mean, Sega history. Sega? Yeah, Sega?
I'm actually gonna come for you. My Sonic fan ass is not gonna put up with that.
Hey. I'm a Sonic. Hey, don't get it.
We do not.
You do not like
Sega consoles, Nintendo consoles.
Okay, I got it confused with the Wii. Hey, don't get it twisted. I'm a Sonic fan, not a Mario fan. All right,
dude, I'm not really on the Mario. I do think that Mario does things better than like what Sonic can do, but the reason I like Sonic more is because Sonic actually has character.
Actually, do you not know about Archie Sonic? Like, if you think Mario has crazy feats, then you are not gonna.
I'm side-eyeing you so bad right now. I hope you know I've been a Sonic fan since I was like 4. Okay, of course I know about Archie.
The Archie Sonic? Like, do you not...
Archie Sonic is insane!
Like, okay, I freaked out when I watched the one Death Battle episode because, like, here's the thing. Death Battle knows that Archie Sonic obliterates Mario because they took regular game Sonic, and put him against Mario, but guess who they put Archie Sonic... Guess who they put Archie Sonic against?
Sonic is just God. Archie Sonic is just God. You can't be Archie Sonic, dude. There's no way. You can't do it. You can't.
They put Archie Sonic against Wally West. The superior Flash. Like, it's a complete washout. Like,
I remember one time, and oh lord, okay. In fucking high school, our teacher was out, and we were having like a substitute day, and obviously we weren't doing shit because it was a substitute who didn't give a fuck. So, some kids ended up having like a debate about Sonic and the Flash, and like who was faster, and I was like, this is a fucking stupid argument. So I got up and went on like to the front board, and I started doing math. I was writing math and shit about why Sonic was faster than the Flash.
Oh my gosh.
And you know what? It wasn't the acceleration that made Sonic faster, because in acceleration, I think the Flash would win. But in pure speed, Sonic wins. I don't care.
It's like, no kidding. Like, I grew up with like all the Sonic games for the Nintendo Wii, because it was by the time Nintendo won the console wars, and they agreed with terms with Sega being like, okay, we both get to use the IP of the character, which I know some Sega hardcore fans are kind of upset that happened, but at the same time...
I don't fucking care. People can suck it up.
At the same time, I played a lot of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate when it came out, and if it wasn't for that, then Sonic wouldn't be playable in that game. I'm grateful.
Right, like, people need to be for real. It's just how things went. And while I'm sad we're not gonna get like any Sega consoles now, I mean, we still get Sonic content and other content from Sega. So I mean, either way.
Bro,
sure.
Oh, I don't care about that, because like, we literally just got the drop of Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I played the entirety of Shadow Generations in one sitting, and it was phenomenal. Just...
I need to actually play it. I haven't gotten to it yet. You grew up on the on the 3D Sonic games, yeah?
Oh yeah. Okay, my list that I owned was the original Sonic Colors. I got both the storybook games, Sonic and the Seven Rings, and Sonic Knight of the Wind, or the Black Knight. I got Sonic Unleashed. A lot of people don't like that game, but I love that game.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Sonic Sega All-Stars Racing. I had that. And I think that's it, other than Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast.
Oh god, wow. Well, my roster is very different compared to that.
Have you ever played any of the Storybook games?
No, I grew up on the classic 2D platformer games. So I was playing Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic CD. I was playing Sonic Spinball. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I was on that old shit. I didn't really get any of the like modern 3D games until after Colors went out. And that was my first 3D Sonic game.
Oh, Colors.
And I didn't really get any. Yeah, I didn't really get any after that actually until about I think Sonic Frontiers was the next time I actually went out of my way to buy a 3D Sonic game.
Bro, did you get to the Super Sonic boss fights in that game?
Yeah, I actually beat the game.
Oh my gosh!
And that shit was crazy.
It was so good.
I really like Frontiers actually. Frontiers was like the first time I ever cried to a Sonic game in like a really long time.
Dude, why was Sonic's voice like so sexy in Frontiers? I
know. I'm like, when I heard it, I was like, Roger, is that you?
Like
this shit was crazy. I can't believe they really said drop it. No, lower.
Cause like,
have you seen the clip?
Yeah,
have you seen the clip of him saying that they wanted it lower?
Oh my gosh, cause like I'm straight, but at the same time I heard Sonic's voice and I'm like, wow, fangirls are gonna go crazy with that. Like, oh my gosh.
Some people didn't like it, dude. I was one of the motherfuckers folding, okay? I never blamed Roger for how Sonic sounded in recent years because I really feel like that it was Sega's directioning that fucked him over. Because when he did his performance in the Sonic Boom show, he was fucking fire. He was phenomenal as Sonic in that show. Brilliant, even. He was so funny. So I really feel it's not Roger that is fucking up Sonic per se. It's just Sega directing him bad. They directed him good for Frontiers.
Frontiers is kind of mid, I'm sorry. Hey, I actually kind of agreed with that opinion when the game initially came out, because even though the music is phenomenal, the bosses are phenomenal, that final boss sucked ass. I'm
not gonna lie. I don't care for Frontiers much as a game. I think as a game it's fine. It serves its purpose as a game. I just really like the fact that Sega is trying to do a little bit something new with Sonic. I want something new so bad, please. Please give me something new to chew on, because I'm so tired of Sonic just being snarky and just throwing lame one-liners all the time. Okay? The reason I fell in love with Sonic was because he was cool. He was fucking awesome. He was cool. He didn't stop for anyone. He was badass. He was fast, obviously. I thought he was cool for those aspects.
Yeah,
come on.
Like, low key. I actually really liked the deep voice he had in Frontiers because it felt like he was growing up, like, with the games. Because in Sonic
I really need him to. I need him to. Because I'm tired, Sega.
Exactly.
Please.
Like, do you remember how Sonic sounded in Sonic Adventure?
I do.
Yeah, he was like a young teen. He sounded like a young teen, and now, like, and within the modern games before Frontiers, he was like early 20s, and now he sounds like late 20s and something like that. Like, I don't know.
He sounds like a mid-20s to me, honestly, because Lord, in my own like extensive timeline of my own Sonic universe, Adventure happened when he was like 15 or so, I think, and then by the time that Frontiers comes, he's like 25.
Oh gosh, it says that Sonic the Hedgehog is canonically 33 years old. Oh fuck!
That's insane, dude. No, the last time Sega had like canon ages for the game, I think he was supposed to be 15 or 16. And then, like, recently they removed the ages, and, like, the whole fandom blew up over it. Because they were like, why did they take out their canon ages? Do they not have canon ages anymore? I don't really know what that whole thing is about, honestly. I don't care.
Oh my gosh, it says that a hedgehog, like, even domesticated only lives to like 3 to 5 years. So Sonic is like, has Sonic been a ghost this whole time? It's like, have we been lied to? What, I don't.
The funny thing is, I wrote Sonic to be like completely immortal, so he's chugging it there.
Cause like, how long? He is actually immortal due to scientific experimentation, but he has the appearance of a 15-year-old hedgehog. What is that?
That's Shadow. That's Shadow.
It's actually, it's Shadow
that's
the
just
Hedgehog.
Shadow.
I typed Sonic the Hedgehog, not Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think Shadow is like canonically like 50-something because of, you know, he was made 50 years ago and then got put to sleep.
Yeah, like, oh, and then now remembering all these conversation topics, I think, like, man, it's something else. But then, like, but I really think Frontiers, like, redeemed themselves with, like, the 3rd update, because even though it was very hard, climbing the towers was the equivalent of getting over it, and, but I changed it to easy mode, because I just wanted to, hop to place. I just wanted to, did not want to waste my time on those. There was the Titan Gauntlet, and then there was a whole new revision of the finale of the game where you fight, like, an upgraded form of that Titan, and you play as Super Sonic 2. Super Sonic 2 is
oh god, I'm not gonna lie, when they pulled the Super Sonic 2 thing, when I saw the spiral eyes, Fleetway flashbacks so bad.
It's cool. Oh no way! You are not a Fleetway fan as well. Ain't no way.
I'm gonna sit you down right now, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm a Fleetway gooner.
Whoa! W's in chat. I am also a massive.
I love him.
I am. He also, was like. I am also a massive.
I'm looking at him.
Like, I'm not. I just want you to know that everything I'm saying right now is genuine. Like, I'm not the kind of person who agrees with people just to agree with people. If you say a take I hate, I will tell you that I hate it. But no, I am...
Absolutely.
I am a massive... oh, wait, what? Ain't no way. Fortnite is doing another bundle with the Spider-Verse. Okay, we got Peter B. Parker and Spider-Man Noir coming to the game. And also Spider-Punk. That's pretty cool. But
also, yeah, everyone in here's like, considering Mix, I can tell you're a Fleetway fan. Yeah, no shit, right?
I'm a massive Fleetway fan. I really like, my most favorite design of Fleetway is actually the fan art, because even though the official forms of Fleetway are all based on the original Chibi Sonic, and I'm sorry, I'm way more of a massive fan of like modern Sonic.
Oh, dude, I'm such a nerd for the classic shit. I can go on and on and on and on and on about, like, Easter eggs in the games, like, left out files that never made it into the game, scrapped levels that you can never get to see. I can go on for hours.
Oh, gosh.
I'm, like, deep in that.
Like, dang, I thought this was a murder drone stream. But, like,
Dude, I could go on for so long about Sonic. It's so bad.
But, yeah, check a Discord right now.
I have him. Like, I hope you know. I have Sonic tattooed on my arm.
Oh, bro, based. He's
on my arm, and I designed the tattoo. It's not that great because I made it when I was 19, but you know what? Even if it's not, like, a fantastic tattoo, I'm gonna love it till the day I die, because it's fucking Sonic.
Like, if you check Discord right now, I sent you an image of Fleetway, and, like, there you go. That's my Fleetway.
Yeah.
That's my Fleetway. Like, look at that.
Absolutely.
Like, wait. Alright. What are your thoughts on Scourge, the Hedgehog?
I love him.
Yes!
He's an asshole. He is an asshole. He sucks so bad. I want him dead so bad. I am so glad he went to prison, but I love him so much.
Oh, Scourge is one of my favorites. I know that he's been replaced with Surge in, like, the comics or whatever, but, like,
I'm gonna say such a hot take that everyone's gonna yell at me here for. I fucking hate Surge. I genuinely hate her so much.
I am with you. I am with you. I am with you.
Everyone kills me for that opinion, but I genuinely hate her because every time I look at her, I just see that they're just trying to recapture Scourge, and it's falling so flat.
Yeah,
it's falling so flat.
Dude, the green, like it's yeah, I like the copy of Sonic,
Dude,
but like
did you see my redesign art for the Sonic and Murder Jones AU? Why do you think I made her yellow? Because I hate the green. It's not good. It's not fitting. She should have been yellow.
Like, bro,
I can't do this.
Like, the green color, the black jacket with the flames, the sharp teeth, the glasses. Hail to the king, baby! Hail to the king, baby!
I genuinely hate her. And, like, her backstory with Starling pisses me off, too, because I get that it's, like, a whole, like, story about, like, abuse and manipulation, but Starling's a fucking pussy, and she could have clocked him at any time, and she just never did.
Like, actually, like, okay.
And
like,
that's kind of crazy, because I really liked Starling when he was first introduced, and then I just grew to hate him, because I was like, this dude's fucking stupid. He was so stupid. I'm glad he's dead.
Cause, like, oh, yeah. But, like, I do think that Surge is a good written character. It's just that the reason why I don't like her is that I'm not a fan of, like, bratty, like, type characters that have, like, actual... Because, like, some people like bratty characters that actually have power behind their words. I don't. It's the reason why I don't like Captain Marvel in the MCU. I don't like characters that have a massive mouth on them, but also a lot of power. Sometimes.
Are we allowed to speak on not safe for work topics on this, by the way? Because I have something funny that I want to say that everyone's gonna die over, probably.
What?
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of fan art, like not safe for work fan art of Nyx, right?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, slay, go hard.
Okay.
Everyone draws him with like a huge, just murder me, bro. And that's really funny because he canon has the shortest dick.
What?
Mel and Mia, they're both bigger than him. And I think that's really funny because nobody thinks of that. You know, like, dude, he's overcompensating really bad. Does nobody see that?
Oh my gosh. Bro acts like he's packing. Bro ain't packing shit, dog.
He's literally overcompensating. That's his whole character. He's overcompensating so bad. And like, it's just so funny. It's so funny. I love it though. I love any fan art of Nyx.
One of my friends is Ice-T, Starline's... I've never heard someone pronounce Starline's name as Starline. I was gonna comment on that, but I figured not, because, like, to each their own.
I mean, yeah, Starline, I just kind of pronounce it either way, but I just don't like him, so I don't go out of my way to pronounce his name right. Fuck him.
Like, continuing on from my review on Surge, I saw the scene in the IDW where she, like, spin dashed frickin' Blaze into, like, a combustion or whatever and talked mad shit, and, like, that pissed me off.
Honestly, my opinion about other characters being able to spin dash is kind of weird. I don't mind it for, like, in the game. Like, if you're playing as, like, a different character, I don't really mind it, because, you know, it's a spin dash game mechanic. But in, like, the canon universe of Sonic, I really think that only Sonic should be able to do spin dashes. Maybe Shadow, because, you know, speed, that's kind of his whole thing.
Yeah.
I figured the spin dash would be, like, his own move. But, you know, everyone can do it, so I'm like, well, what's the point then?
Because, like, I think Surge has a really good design, and she has a good backstory. Like, she's written well. Like, I will say objectively, she's a good character, but she's not the kind of character for me, because I've seen her personality, and almost every time I frankly found it annoying.
Yeah, her personality just pisses me off, because she gives the vibe of trying to be Scourge so bad.
Literally. Like, they are trying, like, even though Surge is definitely, like, because if you want me to say who's better written, I'm gonna say Surge, because she's a lot more original, because in the end of the day, Scourge is just Sonic, but an asshole, and from another universe. But I think Scourge clears in terms of design, because, like, it's just too good.
Yeah. I just trying to think of what to say, honestly. Also, Kit, I don't really care for him.
I do like.
He's just Tails, but sad.
I actually kind of prefer Kit over Surge.
I just don't really care for the pair at all. I mean, just probably because I just find it stupid. And honestly, another controversial opinion, I don't really like the IDW comics that much. I was pretty on it.
The Metal Virus
I was
arc,
pretty on it until the Metal Virus arc. As soon as that ended, I was like, okay, now what? I'm kind of bored now, reading, what they had after that.
But the Metal Virus arc, though.
You know what I wish they did so bad? You know what I wish they did so bad? They were having Sonic act out of character. I eat that up, obviously. What good the panic at you. I love when the main character is forced into a situation where they have to act out of character, right? I really wish they had Sonic touch Eggman.
Like,
I wanted him to get angry enough to infect him, just because he was angry at him, Never did happen, but I wanted it so bad.
But but I do feel bad about what ended up happening to Scourge, because, like, he had a really long storyline in the comics. I think he's just a comic exclusive character.
Fucking Ken Penders!
And
my arch nemesis!
And, for some reason, because Scourge did the whole jailbreak arc, and I actually really liked that, and it was gonna continue. What happened? Did he get discontinued? Did someone shift the direction of the story and he was just abandoned? Like, what happened? Because he was clearly going
actually,
somewhere.
Do you not know about Ken Penders?
Absolutely not. I do not look that far.
Oh, Lord be with you. I'm about to ruin your life. Okay.
Oh, all right. By the way, chat, we will talk about our Murder Drones projects at some point. We're just geeking out.
At some point, dude. We're just geeking out right now. But,
like, please,
Lord, Ken Penders, this mother...
Please be patient with us. Please be patient with us, chat.
Alright, well, this dude, he was one of the writers, like one of the main writers, I believe, or one of the artists on the Archie comics. Either way, he did a lot of writing, and he actually wrote Scourge, his character. He also wrote, like, 100 other characters. He did, like, all of the Echidna storyline. That was basically all him. All of his characters was on that storyline.
Yeah, he did a good phenomenal job. Did a phenomenal job.
No, he did not.
Oh,
he is also the one who fucked over Sally's character. So, he's the one who wrote the Slack. If you know, you know.
What? Where Sally was, like, dating Sonic or whatever, and then she eventually swapped
She slapped him.
Yeah, she
slapped him.
Like,
he's the one who wrote that whole...
Sally Acorn slapping Sonic in the face. I know what you're talking about now. That pissed me off. Because, like, Sonic was doing the right thing.
He's the one who wrote that.
Sonic was
he was the one who wrote that.
He was doing the right thing, and Sally was like, no, I'm more important. Like, shut the fuck up. You remind me...
Ken was the one who wrote Sally like that. He was the one who wrote Sally like that. And the thing is,
she was just Amber. She was just Amber from Invincible Season 1. She was...
Terrible. Either way, he was the one who wrote Scourge, and I think, all of the Echidna characters and whatnot. Anyways, a Sonic game came out. I can't remember what it was called. But, either way, they had some characters in there that was, like, really similar to his, like, Echidna characters. And he got really pissy over it. And he was like, you guys copied my characters from the comics into your game. Hello, Michael. And he got really pissy. There was a lawsuit that happened. Sega failed to, like, do the paperwork on it because they're stupid. So, he ended up actually winning the case and winning the rights to all the characters. And then he basically took Scourge, all of the Echidnas, Sonic Chronicles, that's what it was. Anyways, he took all of those characters and basically ran and
Oh.
he owns Scourge legally. Legally, he owns Scourge, so Sega can't use him in anything anymore.
Oh.
That's why Scourge was created, because they can't legally use Scourge in anything.
So the comic creator, like, claimed the rights to Scourge, and
like basically 100 different echidna characters, and you can like look up his like name online, and you can see that he's trying to make his own like comic with like the echidnas, but like he had to like change like the races and shit just like to make it just different enough from Sega to be his own thing, and it's really bad and it looks disgusting.
So that piece of shit is the reason why Sega will never do Scourge in anything?
Yes. That man is the reason that the Archie comics had to go through a complete reboot.
Oh, and what happened like after the reboot was done and Scourge's story just ghosted?
Yeah. So the reboot happened during the Mega Man arc. The Mega Man like crossover arc. And after the universe, like the timeline changed, Sonic was like the only one who was aware that was the time that the timeline was changed, and he was walking around like, what the fuck is going on? Everything's different, you know, like who are all these new characters? Where are my old friends? And then we kind of just moved on. That was that.
Oh gosh.
By the way, not long after that, go ahead.
Hold on. Michael Rhodes with another £2 says opens wallet seductively. I'm back, y'all. Bro pulled the wallet out of his pocket and went, Son said he wasn't me.
Michael is real. I love you, Michael.
You're awesome.
Either way, after the comic got rebooted, pretty much immediately after that happened, like maybe a couple 50 issues after that, the comic got completely ended. They canceled it. So I'm gonna say that Ken Penders is the reason that Archie Sonic got run into the ground. Is why the comic ended, because of that motherfucker.
Oh,
I'm fully blaming him.
That sucks, because if I were to pick one like character that was left abandoned to come back again, it would definitely be Scourge.
It would be Scourge.
I would love, like, because I love characters like Fleetway and Mephiles and Dark Sonic and Hypersonic, but, like, Scourge just has more value than all of those characters. Because...
I actually have, this is really funny, you'd love my Sonic OC, because he's literally a version of Sonic that went wrong. That's his old name. He's a version of Sonic that just went terribly.
Oh gosh. Like, I remember, like, looking at the original comics of, like, through YouTube, where, like, he started out as, like, just Sonic but evil, but then got a hold of the Master Emerald, and that's why he turned green. He beat the shit out of Knuckles.
Yep.
He absolutely tanked Knuckles' dad. He was working with Rouge at the time, too, along with Sally. And, like, he took down Sonic and Shadow at the same time by himself, just regular. Like, that was so cool.
Scourge is crazy for that.
And, like, he stole Sonic's girl, unironically. And, like...
I can't believe Sonic Cannon got cucked, like, twice, and one of them was by himself.
That's
and the other one was Shadow.
Like, there's a reason why Sonic doesn't canonically date anyone at the moment, because Sega...
Just because he keeps getting cucked. He keeps getting his bitches stolen.
Sega looks back at Sonic's, like, dating history, and they're like... They went to Sonic and being like, hey, Sonic, so you and Amy Rose, we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna hold off on that for the next 30 years. We checked up on your records. Like, you don't have a clean history, dog. You did some weird shit. So, but nah, he got even. I didn't think Scourge would get cooler after that, but no, he got cooler because him and his gang took over the planet, like, Morbius or whatever, and then stocked up some Chaos Emerald's equivalent and became Super Scourge. I jumped out of my seat!
Anarchy barrels. You know what? I actually had Because in Super Scourge's like whole design,
Yeah, his
he has
design
like
is
the black
awesome.
eyes.
I love.
Okay, well, I actually had an AU that I never really got anywhere with, but it was kind of like a crossover with like an EXE and Fleetway thing,
Yeah.
because it was Scourge who had a Fleetway this time, but his Fleetway left his body, possessed Sonic, and that's how you got Sonic EXE.
Oh, that's
is pretty much the plot of that. I should draw him again.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool, because, like, if a Fleetway Sonic was bad, imagine how horrible a Fleetway Scourge would be. Somebody who's already... Like,
terrible.
Yeah, someone who's already horrible.
Terrible. And obviously, EXE is known for being a fucked up little bitch, so it works, right? And obviously, as I said, the design aspects also work. So, big brain.
Because Sonic EXE is so infamous, because, like, even though he's not a canon character at all, Sega would never, like, do Sonic EXE. Because, for obvious reasons, but whenever a Sonic fan makes, like, a villain's rogues gallery, Sonic EXE is commonly included, because of how infamous he was.
Obviously.
Like...
Obviously.
I love that! I love that when a character is just a fan character, but people constantly include them in the villain, like, lineup of official villains because of how infamous they were. I pray that Nyx gets some kind of notoriety like that someday. I know that's kind of delusional for me to, like, say that, but, like, to the gods, please let Nyx reach that point. I would love for that. Well, hey, the difference between you and me is that you actually get, like, fan art, like, on a regular basis a lot more often.
It's actually a little insane. I see edits of your stuff on TikTok all the time, actually. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I mean, I kind of figured that existed because of frickin' YouTube. I go through YouTube shorts every now and then, and I constantly see my artwork in them. And I'm like, oh, man, somebody made another one of these. Somebody even did, like, I saw a fan dub of somebody just taking the few pages of Sin doing the Eager Beaver Let Me In thing, reference. Yeah. And, like, that was
actually I'm gonna say, I don't know how many people are gonna see me or hear me to say this, kind of off topic, but I am gonna say that I do see a lot of, edits of, Nyx and stuff. But the thing is, please don't use my not safe for work art in your fucking edits.
Oh, you've made NSFW work? Have they been, like...
Yes! And people put it in their edits. And the thing is, I wouldn't care, if I didn't have a 10-year-old fucking sister who uses YouTube Shorts. Okay?
Oh, no, yeah, no, that's definitely...
I don't want my 10-year-old little sibling seeing my not safe for work art on a Panic AU edit, okay? And the thing is, already, I don't want her seeing the Panic AU. She's 10.
Well, yeah.
She doesn't need to see that.
Like, even the even the actual work is not safe.
Even the comic itself, I don't want her seeing. I try to be strict about the 18+ tag on my bio, okay?
Yeah, because
she's 10.
Like, you're obviously not a kid, but yet in your Twitter profile, minors do
not interact, please. It says right there, big bold letters. Minors do not interact.
The biggest, boldest of letters. Like,
I
have made NSFW art, but the thing is, I've never made NSFW art on my free time. I've made, like, a few pieces, and those pieces were all just commissions from a certain friend. Because
I very rarely draw it, and the thing is, I rarely draw it now, because now I have the constant risk of people putting it in their edits, and my little sister seeing it.
And, like,
I don't want that.
If anyone wants to...
And people posting it all over Pinterest, too. And the thing is, she's low-key an art kid. She's gonna be using Pinterest someday, and now I'm gonna have to deal with the fact that she might see it on Pinterest now. And I'm scared. I don't want her to see that on Pinterest.
Like, if anyone wants to know how that felt during then, it felt uncomfortable. It didn't like, it felt like the kind of uncomfortable where you're doing something you like normally wouldn't do, and it feels weird drawing it, and so it's not something I would do, it's not something I would do on a regular basis. But if somebody commissions me for it, then I'll see how far I go with it. I've already produced a few pieces. I'm like
crazy. Send them to me.
No. I'm not sending them to. I am not sharing or sending them to anyone whatsoever. Just to the.
That's so fair.
Just to the commissioner.
Don't worry.
Even if somebody.
Don't worry about it.
Even if somebody else wants to, I'm like no, because like my NSFW pieces, I've made like I think 5 of them, because that commissioner, I get requests from him often, and I get paid like $20.
Right.
I get paid like $20 a piece. And like,
can I give you 50 to draw Nico next kissing?
You can, if you want to commission me stuff, that's fine, sure. I'm
kidding, but
I'll let you know when commissions are open back up, because he does want more commissions from me still, but I'm currently taking a break from that because I need to get this project done. So I'm just putting.
Oh, dude, me right now. I gotta crack down on my commissions so I can continue the Panic at You chapters, because we're almost done with Bad, and right after we get done with Bad, we get to Mix. And I'm really excited to get to Mix.
Oh, God. So, yeah, pretty much my NSFW pieces are my, like, abandoned children. I'm proud that I was able to push my boundaries a little bit to do something new. I'm proud that I had the strength to do that. But at the same time, I'm definitely ashamed they exist. So, yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you win and lose at the same time.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't care about drawing off safe work if it wasn't for the fact that, well, now that I have an audience, I have a risk of family seeing it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
other than that, I wouldn't care.
It gets scary when you have, like, a big enough audience where people on a regular basis either constantly make AI covers or frickin' that's a good scenario. The bad scenario is people, like, spending days of their life trying to find, like, RIP addresses and DMing, like, hey, I found where you live, and then we're just gonna be sweating bullets the whole day.
Lord be with me, dude. I fear for if I ever reach that point. I know that fucking poor Liam got, like, doxxed already because he won't make season 2. So I'm, like, tapping my fingers together, waiting for the day that I get doxxed.
Okay, fuck you guys. Like, if a person decides to can't stop making a show, like, you have, like, no obligation or say over that. Like,
yeah, everyone in the chat who wants season 2, come pull up to our comics, okay? We're making season 2.
We're making, like, we're making continuations. We're making Murder Drones work. If you guys want more Murder Drones, if you guys want more Murder Drones, come to us. Like, my whole thing is gonna be voice acted and published soon, and that's just gonna be an introduction. Oh, bisexual, thank you for the
Lord.
Like, us two, we are people who are putting a lot of hard work for this fandom. And just come to us instead of harassing a guy who's done. Like,
really.
Like, I'm sad a season 2 didn't happen too. But if somebody doesn't want to keep doing something, you have to respect that choice. You're just a fan.
Honestly,
you have no say over that decision.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like people forget when they're, like, constantly asking me, when's the next chapter of, you know, the Panic at You? I feel like they forget that I could just drop it at any moment. Like, and they can't do anything about that. Like,
you just saying that reminded me of, like, Fiznom's, like, FNAF Plus, where someone said, like, oh, well, Phil, if you're not a FNAF fan anymore, you're stuck with us because of FNAF Plus. And, like, this is the same situation what you just said, and I'm saying to the fandom right now, to all the Panic AU and Murder Drones and Raged fans, like, y'all, if y'all, you do realize that both of us have a zero obligation to finish these works, right? We literally both can just drop it at any point. So please be nice.
No one is holding a gun to my head to finish the Panic at You. I'm making the Panic at You because it's fun and I like it. Okay.
I mean,
you know,
I mean, we could.
Chapters will come when they come, alright? Be for real.
We could just drop it. I mean, we could just.
No, I actually don't. I don't ever want to drop the panicky, honestly. As negative as I sound about the people who follow me, for the majority of the people who support me, they're so fucking cool. You know how hysterical I was when I started seeing like the fan art and the edits and fucking animation memes?
Yeah,
animation memes? Are you for real?
Like, I'm gonna, like, if I ever see that stuff on Twitter, I'm always gonna repost it. Like, definitely.
You see me reposting, like, all of my posts these days are just me reposting fan art because that shit is so cool.
Like, it's so
cool.
Like, I am bisexual, just another $5 and not saying anything with it. Oh my gosh, money. I like money. But nah, cause like before my Enraged comic, I actually got regular pieces of fan art about just my character and my YouTube channel, and that was really cool. And I still get fan art every now and then, but it's definitely not as often because my upload schedule has been a little like sluggish. But I was able. I now have a following that's like able to work with me. And that's really cool. Like, somebody recently just posted this picture of my character being like, I'm free, because I recently got done with college. So I'm just like, I'm free.
The amount of fucking stupid meme posts I see with my characters is genuinely lovely. And I save just about every single one of them. I send it to all my friends.
Yeah, like, what did you think when I, like, sent you that frickin'... I mean, you can see it on stream now. The art of your character doing the little smoking meme from Delta.
Dude, the little...
Because you said your character...
so lovely.
Because the only reason why that exists is because you said, like, your character smokes. So, like, I got an idea. Oh, I got an idea. And then I spent...
They smoke weed because I smoke weed, dude. We're the same. That's my sona.
Yeah, I, like... and I just like and I just spent 3 hours on that. So there you go.
Oh lord, it's cold out here. How long have we been doing this?
Checking. Wow, we've already been doing this for 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Oh god, dude, it's 2 p.m. I should probably go get like food.
I mean, if you want to go get food or something and stuff, then I mean, yeah.
Yeah, dude, can I join another stream another time?
Yeah, but
before we leave, you know what? Let's do like 10 minutes to spare to talk about the projects, because that's what we came here to do.
Yeah, okay. I'm very sorry. I didn't know about that, so I thought we just had pretty much the whole stream, but because
Are you kidding me? I'm like shivering out here in the cold, dude. My hands are numb.
All right, I'm very sorry. Let's get.
It's fine. You're fine.
Let's get into the meaty topics now. Okay, so
the good stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to ask questions first, or do you want me to ask questions first?
Oh God, I don't even know what to ask.
Cause I can start things off while you think about it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'll try to think of what to ask.
All right. So, Murder Drones Panic AU. What gave you the idea to create it?
Oh lord.
Because how I discovered it initially was back when you actually made your first part about it, where N was eating Uzi, but like, you know, when you don't know what was going through my head when that was happening.
Dude, everyone assumed the worst.
Well, because okay, but to be fair, the words you were putting behind that of what you were making N say, you weren't really helping the situation. Like,
dude, he was literally stating that he was eating her core.
I get
and
that.
Staring her chest open.
So many like people, including myself, thought like, okay, is this eating while intercourse at the same time?
No.
Like, what the is going on?
I genuinely could not believe people were assuming that, because...
Well, you put hearts in the eyes,
I feel like,
and you were putting
yes, dude, that's part of the plot. It's part of the fucking plot here. And the thing is that people jump to conclusions before I even had the chance to get the fucking prologue out of the way. We weren't even done with the prologue, and people were already jumping to the worst thing possible. And I was like, "Are you for real?"
You like,
But
you like
the people now who actually like are reading the comic and taking time to actually read it for the story, finally they're coming around because I actually have shit to do here.
Yeah.
I have lore.
And I like,
but
I read it, and like, yeah, I read it, and at first, yeah, I did think that, because you were literally putting like that was literally SEX, like, a dialogue in that, like, initial
yeah, well,
so,
I mean,
of course people
it was just, obviously, that wasn't my fucking intention. It was just to show the emotion in the scene, to make sure that it looked as extreme as I was imagining that it would be, because murder is not a pretty thing. It's messy, it's gross. If you're killing someone the way he was doing it, that's going to be violent, noisy, and nasty. That's what I was trying to get across. And people took it the wrong way.
but then I started reading it for the story, and it got really interesting. And also that V design.
Yes.
That V design did, like, I don't know if I do you remember the screenshot I sent as a reply to that post? Oh no.
I'm pretty sure. I do remember that.
I was like, oh no, she's hot.
Dude, it's funny because a lot of the people who were hating the comic at first started coming around because they looked at me and said, "Hear me out."
Hear me out, dog. Like, I've always been a simp for V. By the way, Ariel, if you're watching this stream, I'm very sorry. It's just a joke, I swear. But like, yeah, no, you did her good. That's all I'm gonna say on that topic.
Real.
Yeah, but continuing on.
Either way.
Continuing on, how did you come up with the concept and all that?
Completely by fucking accident. Completely by accident. I did not mean for the AU to actually become an AU. Okay, I made the original, like, 2 pages because it was a redraw of something I did for, like, Lego Monkey Kid, okay? And it was, like, a standalone idea. Like, the original idea was, like, the fact that, this one character, like the other, got betrayed. And then, I don't know, what if he got, like, crazy obsessed over him later? Because that would be a character for him. And, like, when I redrew it with N and Uzi, I was just like, oh, you know, like, this would be fun to redraw. I like doing extreme expressions. He wouldn't usually do this. This would be out of character for him. It would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And then people got mad at me.
Well, yeah, because people...
So I decided...
Like, people are gonna be, like, whining, like, children on the internet, overreacting over the smallest of things, and you just need to not pay those people any mind whatsoever, because those people need to go out and touch grass, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm bawling now, because obviously I have more of the comic out, and there's more for people to get hooked into now. It was just kind of frustrating, especially, like, in the very beginning, because of the violent backlash of just the first part of the comic. Very first part is the one that has the most views. That's like 200k views on Twitter. It's the only part that's gotten that many. And it was just a violent backlash at first.
Yeah. I'm very sorry that happened. Like, if we did know each other beforehand and you told me about this, I definitely would have been like, look, I know it's a lot, but at the same time, these are words from people who don't share your vision or your ideas, and they're gonna think it's bad just because it isn't theirs, and people are just gonna say a bunch of shit that you just have to ignore. And if it becomes too much for you, just drop the project, because if a lot of people are not gonna be appreciative of what you do, then why should you reward your community through bad behavior, you know? Like, why should you tolerate this shit if they aren't going to tolerate you know?
Right. I feel that, you know, it's just, if it was too much for me, I would have dropped the comic already. But I can handle it. I'm still here. I'm still kicking.
Right.
You know, things are slowly coming together. People are coming around slowly but surely. I'll get there, you know.
Yeah, you've got like a great community and everything. Like you've done an amazing
It's
job.
scary.
I
Okay,
get
it is
that it's
scary.
scary, but people get used to it when time runs around.
Right.
So, alright. So that's, you kind of gave the idea and it was accident and everything, and you weren't...
Yeah, I really just kind of built off of a lot of the initial prologue, and up until about chapter 5 of the actual comic was pretty much just improvised. And then I just decided I'm gonna work with what I have from here, and I made a plot. I have it written beginning, middle, to end. I already have everything planned, so we're going.
Zeisty literally commented, holding the panic AU, I think it's just neat. I like that.
Dude, that's so real.
Okay, so got some more questions. Okay.
Okay,
because I've seen Nyx's design, by the way. I really love your art style, and Nyx shows your art style the best way, in my opinion. I think you did a great job in terms of character design.
You?
But, like, because you can clearly tell it's a special version of N that you can only distinguish from this. So you've done an amazing job in terms of unique character design. So I'm just going to say, like, who is Nyx, for what you can say, and why is the silver pink?
Okay. Finally, someone asked about the silver. Ooh, finally, nobody has asked about this.
Well, yeah, because it's pink. It's pink.
Genuinely, nobody has asked about the silver, why it's a different symbol or anything. And I'm like, are you guys not curious about this?
Yeah, I'm definitely curious. Yeah, what's that about?
Okay, so I'm not gonna try to avoid spoiling everything. Nyx's function in the comic has changed drastically from the prologue. The prologue right now is completely non-canon.
Right.
So everything from the first chapter of the comic until now is canon. Everything that's in the actual comic, I have to stick with because it's canon. The prologue is not. Either way, his role is when we see him pretty soon in the comic here. I guess the best way to put him, he's just a mental stand-in for N. When N thinks of himself, he looks down, he's gonna see Nyx. That's what he looks like to himself, you know? He speaks for N in his own head. It's hard to say without showing it, because a lot of what Nyx depends on visuals a lot. He's very hard to put into words.
So,
when Nico thinks of himself, he thinks of Nyx. When he sees himself, that's who he sees, and he doesn't like that very much. Either way, people are thinking, I guess, that Nyx is like the big bad of the story. He's not. He's not the main villain here.
Is it like...
He's an accidental byproduct of something that was never supposed to happen.
So,
and
is he like the kind of antagonist where he's not actually a character, but more along someone's reflection, but it looks like bad or distorted because that reflection is supposed to represent their like inner dark like emotion or thoughts?
Very much so. He's not really his own character in the comic per se. He's more of just Nico in a different form. A more unstable form, one that he doesn't very much like. And
who the heck is
in the
Nico?
palette AU, that's in.
Wait, what? Why is N named Nico? What?
Just for personal differentiation from like the rest of the Murder Drums fandom, because everyone else just calls him like N, VJ, and I'm like, you know what? That's kind of fucking boring. I'm gonna give them names. Oh, Nico does have lore associated with his name. His full name is Nico Elliott. He's the only one with that full name, and that is lore purpose. Not very big lore, but you know.
Okay, alright. Well, I think I can't bring myself to call him that. I'm just calling him N. I'm sorry. Like,
It's fine. I mean, it's just mentally, because I don't know, he feels so different from the canon Murder Jones in that he's Nico. That's just how I see him.
Because, like, for me, like, if you take a character and put them within your AU, it's supposed to be within the timeline of the official source. And, like, yeah, and the character is based off the character in the official source, and pretty much even, like, the normal version of him acts like the character in the official source, and it's the character from the official source. I thought
Well, here's the thing. All of their, like, names that I use in the Panic AU was supposed to be just the names I use for them normally. But now it's so tied to the Panic AU that it's just their Panic AU names.
Yeah. Because, like...
It was just a headcanon. It was just a headcanon originally. And now it's just their Panic AU names.
Have you ever, like, thought, have you ever seen Insanity?
I've seen a little bit of it. I haven't read much of it.
I thought it was just a crazy version of N. I thought it was really cringe when I was watching that AU when the character, like, or the N in there actually named himself Insanity. I thought that was kind of cringe.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Oh god, he did that?
It's like,
oh man,
yes,
I'm so sorry.
Like, it's the reason, like, even though my story is called Enraged, like, the character is N. I'm confirming that right now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a different name or anything. He's just N.
Oh, okay, no. Yeah, no, mine is not a situation like that. Tessa is the one who named all of them.
Oh yeah.
And Sin is the one who gave them the letter names, because I figured naming them just a letter would be a little dehumanizing, and that would be fitting for Sin to do.
Okay.
You know?
Actually, you know what? Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, I get that.
That's why they have the real names, is because, you know, Tessa gave them those names, and they were later changed to the letters by Sin.
Because the name Enraged is literally just to be, like, a gimmick. Like, a gimmick.
Right, that's just the story title.
a gimmick, catchy story title that works with his name, because it's N, and you can come up with so many words.
Obviously.
You could have named, like, a story about N just exploring a whole new biome or something and call it Enviornment.
Literally, his name is so good for puns.
Like, it's great. Like, I can make some jokes with that, but I'm not going to.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, you did ask about why the solver is pink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it because,
initially, like... pink is not really a narratively important color. It's kind of important in the same way that the yellow is associated with Sin, right?
Like, I didn't know whether it was supposed to be because it's a contradicting color of yellow, like, for that, because that's actually kind of cool, but, like, I didn't know whether it was that,
complementary,
or complementary, or if N was just entering his femboy arc or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, the Panic AU could have been done with any other color. I could have chosen blue, could have chosen green. It doesn't really matter. I just happened to choose pink.
You just
because I like pink.
Yeah, you just didn't want to do yellow. I completely understand that. Cause, like,
right, but cause the pink does represent something, and the solver that he has, I will say here, it's not the absolute solver.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
He does not have the absolute solver.
Like, I'm not gonna make.
And that's why the symbol is different, and it is associated with everything else.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to explain without spoiling anything.
Yeah, no.
But there is a lot.
Respect that. If you don't want to share anything, like, don't share it. Like, that's just it's complicated. I can't really drop anything without dropping major spoilers, because it's just a lot of things unexplained that I have yet to get to. And when we start getting into Nyx, it'll start making a little bit more sense. But it's gonna take some time to get there. Yeah, it's gonna take. Yeah, I completely get it.
I'm really trying my best to slow burn the comic as much as I can, because I'm not really good at slow burn. I usually like jumping straight into things, but I don't want to do that here.
Yeah, I completely get that. No, okay, what happened to Nori? Because when I saw the, like, introduction about how V was explaining how the others were doing, Nori was somehow back with a body. And by the way, the whole where's my daughter art piece, that freaking slapped. But, like, what's the explanation for that? Because I don't know if you explained that.
She built it herself. Nori, people seem to forget, for some reason, that Uzi is, like, fucking cracked at technology. She built an entire fucking rail gun herself. And I figured, well, both of her parents were probably just like her. I figured Khan is, like, you know, the doorman. And I figured Nori could probably be a little more experienced in just how drones work. And I figured, well, she was already a living core. She could just make herself a new body.
Yeah.
And also, it does tie in to her doing that. Does tie in with the doll and Uzi later. So, yippee.
Okay. Like, by the way, what on earth, like, let me think, like, why are our things, like, why are we so similar? Because not only have we talked about how much we liked stuff and how much was different stuff we grew up with, why are AUs so similar? Like, we both love torturing...
That's really ironic, honestly.
We both love torturing N and giving him, like, the silver and stuff, and, like, creating, like, more monstrous designs and stuff. But if someone were to ask...
Honestly, I just really want to drag him. I just really want to drag him. I look at him and I feel violence in my heart. I love him.
Yes, literally. I feel the exact same way. But, like... And if anyone were to ask me who has the better art style, I'm gonna go you, because, like, I've seen your profile. I've seen, like, because I'm not, like, personal bias whatsoever. Like, if somebody's better than me, I'll freaking say it. And, like, I've seen, like, your profile picture, and I've seen your art style and some of your pieces, and, like, you are talented. Because I see myself a basic bitch in terms of art style. Like, my art style is just kind of based off the show, but just in 2D. And it's kind of simplistic. But, like, you, on the other hand, you go the extra miles sometimes, where you go nuts with shading. Like, that Panic AU cover, like, oh gosh, like, that was so cool. That is why I wanted you to, like, do the preview thumbnail, because I love how amazing your art style, like, looks in general. I like all the...
Absolutely.
You definitely do a better job in terms of, like, minor detailing and shading and stuff, because you do it, like, manually, while I, on the other hand, frickin' use an IBS X Paint tool to do it automatically. But I really...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because even when I do that, Enraged Page takes, like, a movie length. Like, we've been doing this, I've been doing this, like, this whole time, and I'm still not done with this page.
Right.
So that's pretty much how it's been going there.
Dude, I'm fast as hell at my artwork. Genuinely, I could probably do 2 Panic AU chapters within a day, you know?
Oh, that's actually cool, because I could definitely not do that myself.
I'm very fast at it. Very lucky that I'm fast at it.
Hey,
it's funny because I'm entirely self-taught. I don't have any professional education. Nobody.
All right, that's another bookmark right there. I am also the same way. I was never taught my art style. I just developed it over time by watching a bunch of people like Magma Ren. Him and I actually did a stream a while ago, which was like a little over a month. We had some rocky road bumps on Discord recently, because I was having bad anxiety at the time from life in general, because I have I do work at Walmart outside of this, and I work on this, and I had college stacked on top of that.
Ooh.
And, like, it got bad, so I was weirdly messaging people. Not, like, too weird where people would go, like, what in the actual fuck? But, like, in a way where it'd be like, is this dude okay? So...
Oh, God, yeah, okay.
Magma and I, unfortunately, hit a road bump, but we did make up, and I did, like, an apology and everything. Because, like, he's a cool guy. When we were on stream, I told him how much, like, he inspired my art style and how much I enjoyed watching him throughout high school. He really appreciated that. And, you know, I hope that things work out in the future, but if they don't, then that's just life, you know. Sometimes that's just how like things go.
Right.
You know, be grateful for
Actually,
be grateful for what you have instead of the things you don't.
oh Lord, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I never thought I would get to 20k followers, dude. I was
By the way,
perfectly happy with 10k. You know, in the beginning, I was like, oh, dude, 10k is amazing. That's a milestone. 20k. That's fucking insane.
Like, you have over 20k followers on Twitter. I have over 20k subscribers on YouTube. So that's just
bonkers.
That's how it is. That's just how it says.
Bonkers.
That's nuts. But like, but yeah, I think your art style is really cool, and I think that you just do a killer job overall. So but yeah, you can ask me some questions then, alright?
Okay, cool. First things first, I want to ask, how did you come up with your comic? Because now I'm curious.
Okay. It's a bit of a thing. So, it's similar to you, where it was just a passing idea, but the more you got attached to the idea and the more people actually cared about it, you wanted to develop like a whole thing. So that's exactly
that's exactly what happened.
that's the exact summary of how it all started. But pretty much,
dude, yeah.
Pretty much, like, and by the way, I planned the entire story out, fun fact, because there are 5 episodes planned, and I planned out the entire story before episode 8 came out. I planned out all the important, like, bits, all the important, like, everything.
Oh, Lord be with you.
Now, people are going to say otherwise because there's episode 8 references in episode 1, but no, I included those midway during development to give like the fans like references and stuff. Like
right.
So even though there are episode 8 references, episode 8 has 0 like influence over the actual story and how things go. Because I'm going to be honest, another reason why I'm doing this now is because I really didn't like episode 8 or the ending. Like, I didn't like it.
You could tell that Liam was tired, all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because, like, episode 7's my most favorite, because I really liked the
that one was insane.
But
the twists in that episode.
Yeah, but episode 8 felt like the exact opposite of what episode 7 was, and I just didn't really enjoy watching it. Was it the best animated episode in the series? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But story-wise, it was an absolute rushed mess that made me, like, genuinely upset, and I'm like,
I'm not gonna lie.
This is where we leave it off? This is where we leave it off? Like, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
What?
The way that Uzi ended up beating Sin was the biggest BSer I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
She just happened to turn around and land her hand right where her heart is. Be for real, Liam.
I mean, I don't mind how Sin was defeated. I just hate that she came back to life, and because that was completely unneeded. And my friend Cheerful actually put down a reasonable argument where it's awkward because Sin and N are siblings, and like Sin is attached to N's girlfriend. So,
and you know what? That's the reason that in the Panicky, that one panel we see of Uzi alive, she doesn't have Sin in her tail.
Yeah, thank you. Like
it's not that reason alone. There is actually a story reason, like, in there for why she doesn't have Sin in her tail. But it's just also the fact that it was weird.
Like, yeah, like, that, like, no, I do not. Uzi Sin tail, it's a cute design, like, trope, but to actually have it in the story, absolutely not. I will never include that in Enrage, ever. I just hate it. I hate it that Sin has done all these horrible things and is just somehow forgiven in the end as part of Uzi, and like, oh, Sin's buds with the main group now. And
I don't even think that she was forgiven. It looked like Uzi was really just exhausted of having to deal with her.
Like, it's just, oh. So yeah, that made me mad. Story-wise, it was terrible, and everything was happening too fast. It felt so insanely rushed. and I wasn't even, by the way, the V fans, like, V came back, I was not surprised one bit. Like, I was going like,
Nah, yeah.
V is back, I clapped when I saw it! Oh yeah, I clapped when I saw it! Clap! Consume product! Y'all can go fuck yourself!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really care for, I guess the only logical, quote-unquote, explanation was that, like, effective drones were cloned more, but even then, like, I don't really think that was a clone. It looks like she just BS'd her way out of getting her ass beat by the Sentinels.
Yeah, and, well, I don't think V was cloned. I think she did survive that instance, but, like, dude, I
mean, I don't really...
Dude.
I think the only reason Jay even made that excuse was so she could cover up the fact that she was working for Sin.
Yeah,
like,
and like they treated Doll's death as a joke at the very end, and that made me want to like punch
and I am gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix it so bad.
And yeah,
Doll
no,
fans stand up because the Panicking You is gonna serve.
Even though I did say that I planned out everything before episode 8, like episode 3 is going to do Doll some justice, and I came up with that before episode 8
Lord.
dropped. So then I saw episode 8 with Doll's scene, and I'm like, I'm so glad I fixed this in advance. This makes me mad.
Yeah, because I'm actually gonna say because I don't really think this is a spoiler anymore for the Panic at You. They were gonna have a funeral for Doll in the Panic at You, but I was rewatching the credits and I realized they already fucking had one. And they were kind of making fun of her, okay?
Like,
but, so I ended up scrapping that chunk of the story, and I ended up rewriting it, and it added like 10 pages of more story when I rewrote it.
Yeah, like, and also, and here's my defense for when people say I drastically changed the characters. The reason why the characters act different and enraged is because their reactions are actually realistic to what happened in the events of
I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
the thing is, with N specifically, his reaction to seeing the basement pissed me off. It pissed me off in episode 5 when he saw the basement. He was over it immediately. You can't do that.
Like, I hated how they made N just stay positive the entire time of the show despite everything that happened to him, and that kind of ticked me off because, like, I didn't drastically change the characters in this AU. I made them realistically react to everything that has happened. I made N do this whole, like,
people
of just absolute despair, and he's about to absolutely crash out and lash out in anger because he's just genuinely had enough. He's like,
him and Nico both are gonna be crashing out. Both of them are gonna be crashing out so bad from how angry they're gonna be.
Oh, I'm so excited. And Lizzie is going through it, and also, like, another big part of Enrage, another main reason for why it's being created, is to do Lizzie and Thad justice because they were not in the official show. Like, they were really built.
Thad literally has 5 minutes of screen time in total, and I think that's the biggest disservice ever to one of the only side characters in existence. I have never, ever, once in my life cared about a side character as much as I care about Thad.
Yeah.
It's different.
I like Thad because he's the cool, strong, respective dude, and I like Lizzie because sometimes I do like bratty, like, rich dad girl vibes or whatever in terms of a character. And the reason why is because they have a lot of potential. Because these are the kind of characters that don't realize what they have until they lost it. It's like Stella from Pacifica Northwest from Gravity Falls.
Pacifica.
Yeah, because she started out as Lizzie.
Oh wait, question, hold on. Real quick, I just remembered this. The teacher isn't canon, they're Lizzie's dad, is he?
No! That's just another headcanon.
Okay, good, okay. No, I don't headcanon that. I just didn't know if that was, like, actually, like, canon in the story, or if that was someone else's headcanon. Good to know that's not, like, actually real, okay, because I was gonna be like, wait, that puts a huge plot hole in my story for Thad.
But, like, I did have an idea where Lizzie would actually, like, see her dad. And, like, I came up with a whole thing. I see if I can DM it to you. But, like, okay, no. Okay, so the thing is, another main headliner for Enrage is just to develop more on Thad and Lizzie's characters. Because Thad and Lizzie are both going to be, like, come to a realization, and they're both going to be wanting to participate more in fighting back Zin's corruption. Thad, Thad thinks he lost Uzi, and he wishes he was stronger because of that. And Lizzie lost both her friends, V and Doll, and it felt like it was going through, you don't know what you have until you lose it kind of thing. And she becomes more of a better person. Like, in the midway section, she screams, like, why she feels this way and stuff. That's just her slowly realizing, dang, I've been a horrible person all this time. To my friends and to myself.
Right.
Now that they're gone, I feel like a piece of shit, and I need to, like, make up for it. So that's literally, like, their main motivations. And Lizzie is gonna go through a lot in this, even though she's not the protagonist. And the reason why... And Uzi... Okay, like, the reason why N is the protagonist in this is that a lot of people have been making claims that N should have been the protagonist, and I'm like, well, you know what? Uzi has been the protagonist of the entire official series. Why not give that role to N for this, since it's, like, still a separate thing, even though it's within the same continuity?
I gotta go for a sec, dude. My family have finally found that I'm awake, and I was trying to keep this short so I could avoid them interrupting, but I actually gotta bounce.
Oh, okay. Here's, shoot. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can take a screenshot.
I gotta go now, dude. My grandfather's...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Everybody in the chat, say bye to Toffee. Toffee, thank you so much for spending your time here. Have a wonderful day. You take care of yourself, alright? This was fun.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
I'll come back another time.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely down to do this again sometime. Have a wonderful day. This was very fun.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you for inviting me.
Alright, bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Alright. Wow, alright, gotta remove. I am gonna be ending the stream soon, since I'm gonna end it when I finish this page. Let me see if I can get over here. See right here. So, by the way, oh my gosh. Gotta find her character? Nope, that's not her character. Where is she? Wow, okay. Oh. I feel like I yapped a bit too much. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna log off. Let me see here. But wow, what a legend. Toffee, you're awesome. Because, like, yeah, at first, when I saw her work on Twitter on the initial Panic AU stuff, like, I was weirded out by it. But because out of curiosity, and because she said that on Twitter she posted, like, all her stuff on Blue Sky, I actually went on her Blue Sky and reread, like, and checked out the entirety of the beginning. And I got interested because, again, her art style is awesome. And her concept eventually grew on me. It just took a bit because of how much of a sharp turn it was from the official source. Hey chat, also, if you guys want any lore on how we actually met, like, how it happened is that she was actually saying a tweet being like, y'all are too much, like, this art, like, all this fan art and stuff, it's creeping me out, I'm taking a break. So she locked her account and stuff for a few days, I think. And afterwards, I messaged her on Twitter. I did not know her at all during this time. I just saw that she was going through that, and as a fellow artist, I can understand how that feels to an extent, so I wanted to give her some advice. So I went onto Twitter, and actually, you know what? Let me see if I can, like, pull up. Actually, no. I think I need to ask permission to share, like, Twitter DMs and stuff. But basically, what I was like was how I was like, hey, I know you're going through all this and stuff. You'll die of stress if you worry about every little bit of negative thing within a community. So just try to keep your head up, champ, and focus on the positives. All right, take care. And that was pretty much it. I just wanted to give her some advice. And what I wasn't expecting is that a few days later, she responded to this DM. Puts on glasses, OMG, I can see better, yeah. So, what happened is that she responded, bro's a yapper, yes I am. Yes I am. Thank you, yeah, yes Mr. Nub, I'm very much a yapatron whenever I get, like, genuinely excited about stuff. But what happened was is that she responded to that Twitter message and she was like going like, oh my gosh, it's you! I've like seen your work! Oh my goodness! Like, I was very shocked at the time because I didn't expect anyone to actually care about my work to that extent. So I was like, oh, okay, well, here's some of the stuff I've worked on. And she's been very appreciative of my artwork, and she said a lot about how much she loves my posing style. And she was just freaking out at the time, and I did not know what to do myself. So I was like, want to message each other on Discord about? I can share you some more updates and stuff. And she was down. Like, I sent her a friend request because she sent me her username. Not only did she immediately accept, but we ended up going into a conversation for like on Discord through messages, like, I'm gonna say an hour or two, where I was just showing her my recent pages before I posted them, and she just constantly like glazes my like pages. And I really appreciated her for that, but at the same time, I felt like she was overbearing, like in terms of appreciating them, because I feel like her art style is better because she puts a lot more effort into what she does. And I feel like she's acting like, it felt like she was acting my art was like really cool, and I'm like, me personally, I do like how my art turns out, but I'm the kind of artist who doesn't like really think their art is that cool. But I didn't pay it any mind, and a few days later we just actually became friends at some point. And this was actually the first time that her and I have ever been on a VC, and she's explained this on stream, where she's like, only has a few people she really VCs on, so it was a bit of an interesting experience for her. And knowing after she said that, I focused on, like, by the way, thank you so much, Corpse, for the $10. Thanks to Toffee, I found another amazing artist, and I'm loving the comic. I'm genuinely staying. Oh, thank you, Corpse. Thank you. So Corpse, if you want to find my work, check out my Twitter or my YouTube, and go to my posts or my community tab, and scroll down to the beginning, because my pages posts are not that far apart. So you're not going to be scrolling down for hours or anything. Definitely not. But other than that, bottom line is that I really appreciate Toffee for like noticing my work initially and being a fan of what I do, and I never expected that whatsoever. I'm very grateful. It's just kind of cool when you see someone, you appreciate their art style, and then they actually recognized your work before you even reach out to them whatsoever. It was definitely a unique experience for me, but it was also, it felt really cool. It made you feel like your work was a lot more heard than you gave yourself credit for. You know what I'm talking about, chat? I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling on and on. You mean X? I am never calling it X. I'm sorry, Arian. Like, you and I are friends and all. Technically, yeah. But like, I'm just not calling it X. That's a terrible name. Let's see right here. You're quite lucky? I wouldn't really call it lucky, because in the end of the day, she just found my work and she recognized my profile. So I never, like, even when I first messaged her trying to give her some advice, I said nothing about myself really. I just said I was a fellow artist or a AU creator, but I never said I was the Enrage creator or anything. She just recognized that I was, and that was really cool. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a feeling like similar to that, but it's definitely one that you should never take for granted, and be grateful that people like that appreciate what you do and give you the time of day, because I don't think people appreciate that enough, especially in today's age where trust issues have skyrocketed because there's so many weirdos on the internet. Like, yeah, you could come across a guy like me, but other times you could come across, like, frickin' Redditors, or 3 500-pound dudes who live in their mother's basements, or, like, frickin', like, or, like, insane man-children that often go to their wife's boyfriend's house to play with, like, their Lego sets or whatever. Like, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of weirdos on the internet, and because of that, people are a lot less trusting to meet new people, and I can fully understand that. And I don't have respect for the people who did those weird things initially, because they forever broke the boundaries of trust between people interacting online. Because interacting online is meant to be fun, it's meant to be expressive, it's meant to have, like, friends and stuff. But because of all those people I said prior, there are a lot of creators and a lot of people just in general that have a very strict set of boundaries and are not interested in making friends with people they don't know whatsoever. Which is kind of disappointing, but it just teaches you a lesson that if you're not, like, if the general public wants to be assholes, then people are going to be unfairly assholes to each other sometimes. It's kind of similar to no phones or electronics, like, usually during work, because a lot of people slacked off at work initially with their electronics, and now because of that, you can barely find a workplace that allows, like, listening to music. Or there are times where new rules has been set in classrooms just because a handful of students broke the rules and everybody gets punished for it. That's exactly the kind of situation what I'm talking about. Basically, nowadays, in the past, it's totally fine to meet new people, but nowadays you need to be a lot more speculative, I think that's the right word, based on who you meet or what kind of people you meet. Because on one hand, you can come across someone amazing. Like, I came across amazing people such as Zeisty, Mr. Nub, Oliver, Blue Devil, Magma, and now Toffee, and 3AD. I've met a lot of good friends here. But other times I've met weird people that were either parasocial towards me or people who were just creepy nonetheless. And initially it was hard, because it was a new experience for me, but I was able to adapt quickly by watching other content creators, such as, like, Asmongold, Moist Critical, Fiznom, Pastrespec. I don't watch, like, creators like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye nowadays, because I think they were really entertaining beforehand. Now they're just kinda eh. But I do watch their stuff every now and then. Zeisty. Funny thing is, I didn't even know Yeluzal for Enraged when I found out about his channel. I just found out what he was doing Murder Drone stuff much later on and went, oh, and now we're friends. Yeah, pretty much. Like, people can meet over the simplest of things. Sometimes people can recognize each other's work, or other times they just get a recommendation from one of their friends and be like, oh, this is really cool, I would like to meet this person. And then that ends up happening. So if you ever want to become friends with, like, either a creator or anything like that, don't, like, directly reach out to them or any of their socials or mutuals. The only way you can ever actually successfully make something like that work is if you create something that they just happen to find and genuinely love and enjoy. But even then, if someone doesn't want to be friends with you, you can't force it, because people have boundaries and you need to respect them. So that's pretty much it. I've learned that lesson the hard way in the past, and I'm grateful that I've learned it and I have this better understanding about how people should interact with each other online in the modern day. Let's see what Mr. Nub said. It's crazy I met Yeluzal because Blue Devil just came up to me and said, hey, want to do this comic? You should talk to the creator. Sorry, Yeluzal, what time is it for you? It is currently 3 for me. 2 p.m. Hey, I just joined and heard my name. Irish Cap. Oh, hey, Adam. How you doing? Yeah, you were definitely among the list of people I'm grateful to meet online. You're a good guy. I enjoy our talks. Yeah, Blue Devil's really the reason I befriended Yeluzal too. He was on a stream, and I recognized his Sona and went, hey, that's my friend! Yay! Wow, I'm not included classic. Oh, I'm sorry, Aaron. Okay, bro, I have a bunch of friends on stuff like that, okay? Like, I can't list, like, everybody. I didn't even list James, and I've been friends with him for, like, a handful of years. Like, I think it was, like, 2. I think it's 2 years now. I could be off. Maybe it was over a year. So, like, yeah, no, dog. My bad. You're up there. A big mistake on my part. I didn't even mention Sizzy. I've been friends with her, with them for, like, about a year as well. I did tell them the other night that, like, hey, maybe you could join on here. I completely, like, forgot about that. I am definitely gonna invite them on next time. Maybe, like, she'll be really excited. Hopefully. Definitely. Because I think next time I have Toffee on stream, we're gonna do something really cool. Something really crazy. It's definitely gonna traumatize y'all, because I love torturing y'all in a positive manner. But yeah, I got a nasty big ol' master plan scheme in the works, chat. Big brain working in the big side, working on the past side. I can't sleep. I'm staring at the Fortnite OG countdown. There's a countdown? Yeah, I definitely didn't know about that. I just made some fan art and Yaluzo really liked it for some reason. Yeah, like Slime, like, no, you're up there in the friends list too, man. Like, no, okay. Like, out of all the enraged fan artists that I was blown away by their work, yada yada, Slime Boy was by far the most talented fan artist that I've ever gotten for the project. And I ended up liking his art so much that now he's officially part of the team, as like in making promotional art and stuff. We already have a shirt design fully finished, actually, because Enrage is actually going to do like a thing with Teespring if I can figure it out. Hopefully that ends up happening, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I make no promises. But pretty much what I want to do is that along the time episode 1 releases, I'm going to do Teespring thing, where I make no money out of it, but Teespring makes shirts and simple stuff. And we've got designs, we're working on designs for it. Now let's talk about Enraged the Project. So Enraged the Project in episode 1, it's one of those projects that started off small but kept getting bigger as it kept going. So I'm still working on episode 1 and I've been working on it for 8 months, to say the least. Hi Alexandra. And I've been working on it for a very long time. And episode 1 is almost finished. But what I have to do is I need to finish this current scene that I'm working on and then the ending. And then the whole thing's got to get voice acted and then edited. And then it's going to be uploaded here on the channel. There is going to be a preview uploaded in December. But I will have to make a community post saying that the project got delayed one more time. Which that sucks, but in the end of the day, production of quality stuff like this is not easy. Because even though I don't think my work is high praise, I still think it's quality work, at least to an extent. And I can tell because of how much time I spent on this. Like, I don't even want to know how many hours I spent drawing pages. So moving on from that. I hopped across the Enrage comic on YouTube. I gave it a shot and really enjoyed it. Well, thank you, Renval. Let's see, moving on here. Let's go, I get an epic speech. Yeah. But yeah, no, Slime, you are definitely one of the coolest people I've happened to know. I also need to say thanks to Mushy Boy, because he actually developed OSTs for the project, and he has done a phenomenal job, by the way, in terms of like making the OSTs. I've listened to a handful of them, and 2 of them I ended up really enjoying. Now, I was going to get episode 1 finished in November, but real life got in the way because we're not machines. Real life is completely separate from our works, and it has indefinitely negatively interfered with my real life, and I've had to take some time off to get more involved with real life. I wanted to spend some more time with family. I wanted to spend some time with my girlfriend. I love you very much, Ariel, if you're still watching. And I needed to just give myself a bit of a break. I'm back into the working spirit now. I'm feeling a lot better. So I can get the visuals done by December if I buckle down, definitely. But like, I don't know. I also dragged my feet for multiple days because I haven't been able to do some regular gaming on a basis that is satisfying to me. So I took the last few days off to like play some Pal World, which, yeah, I don't know Toffee's thoughts on that game, but I genuinely think it's more fun than any Pokemon title. Sorry, Adam, if you're watching. I just think so, because I think it's because, one, turn-based combat isn't my thing, and two, I'm not a fan of fully pixelated games. It's why I've never played the original Sonic games or Undertale. I've just been kind of like, those games look cool and all, but like they're not my thing. And I don't know whether that's a bad take or a good take. I'm gonna let y'all decide on that. In short, he had to snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna record everything this weekend. Can't wait to scream my lungs out. Yay. Oh, Oliver the goat. I helped make a thumbnail for the first episode. Yeah, it's me and Zeisty collabed on the official thumbnail. That thumbnail is not gonna be used for the preview that's gonna be uploaded this month. That thumbnail is actually gonna be drawn by Toffee. And I'm gonna love it because I told her to use her style. People are gonna look at that thumbnail and be like, yo, was that a Panic AU like thing? And I'm like, no, it's not. Toffee just drew the thumbnail. It's just in her style. That's gonna be funny. I'm gonna definitely make a community post about that, being like, y'all idiots! It's clearly enraged. Check out the title. I purposely misled y'all. Get bamboozled. Ugh, that's a mid take. Yeah, I fully understand why. Because a lot of people do love fully pixelated games and turn-based combat. I'm one of those, like, I guess you can call me, in terms of gaming, an instant gratifier. Where I need, like, instant interactive gameplay, or else I get bored of the game really quickly. It's why I like games such as Pal World or Sonic Frontiers or like Elden Ring or Black Myth Wukong, because you have a lot more freedom in terms of the combat and the gameplay wise, rather than games like Undertale or side-scrollers or turn-based combat style games. It's why, if I ever get to playing the Final Fantasy 17, that's probably gonna be my most favorite Final Fantasy game. Because it's not turn-based combat, it's full-on, like, action RPG combat. I don't know what to call the other kind. I do not know what to call it. You know, it's also the reason why I don't like any fighting games. Like, fighting games that are sideways, that's also not my thing. I just don't find enjoyment in that, really. In terms of Dragon Ball games, I did get Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Switch. And I got bored of it to an extent because it was all just kind of the same thing. But Dragon Ball Legends, I actually really got hooked on that because, yes, it is a similar formula to 2D fighting, but at least it is a 3D, like, battleground that you can, like, swipe all the way across. And you can tap the different attacks, and you can, like, strategize pretty much what your next move is going to be to try to outthink your opponent in terms of that. Like, yes, it's a gacha game. Yes, I've spent way too much money on it, and it's one of those mobile collectors, but at least it's not one of those that actually, like, click here to watch an ad to get rewards. Like, they don't have that, and that's really cool. Because, like, those type of games make me go bleh. Which is ironic, because I used to play Monster Legends when I was a kid, and that's exactly what kind of game it was. It wasn't really a gacha, though. It was more like, build your individual habitats and hatch your monsters from your eggs and level them up as they, like, evolve and stuff. And then you would have, like, a campaign where you would have, like, where you would go to the different islands and fight the different creatures. It was fun at the time I was playing it, but I definitely got over it. There was also Raid Shadow Legends, which I still log into on a regular basis. I refused to draw it for money. like canonically, Zeisty is not a fan of money transactions. I do want to pay her someday if she keeps working with me, definitely. Because, like, I don't think art should be free. But in the situation I'm currently in, it does help me out financially. But I do feel kind of like a scumbag every time it happens, because I believe that art should never be free. And unless if people insist on it being free, I will always, like, put money forward. Because, like, art takes a lot of time. And one of my pet peeves, and people interacting online in general, are the idiots that go like, art should be free. Oh, art is not that bad. What's so hard about being an artist? Like, those are the kind of people you hear from that they've never done it themselves. Like, it genuinely makes me want to rip my fucking hair out. Like, it's just one of, like, they are one of the most annoying kind of people you could, like, come across. Like, if I ever hear someone saying, like, oh, anime studios can make an episode of anime in a week, like, that reminds me of this one Odd Ones Out video, that someone said this exact thing, where if anime studios can make an episode of anime in a week, these YouTubers ought to make a video, like, once a month. And, like, me and Odd Ones Out had a similar reaction, where we're like, no, that's not how this works. Like, yes, when a season launches, episodes come out weekly, but what do you think is going on in between the seasons? Like, I guess they were taking a really long break, huh? No. They were developing the season way before the first episode of that season launched. You think watching the new My Hero Academia season, for any of you guys who do that in chat, you think that, like, the artist just woke up one day being like, oh yeah, let's begin the new season, and then made episode 1 in a week? Like, dog. This stuff takes way more time than you could ever imagine. Like, there's a reason why successful shows have multiple people working on them. It's why I don't do animation. I make all the visuals on this project myself, in terms of, like, the main, like, source of the project. There are some stuff that's made by other people, but overall, in terms of, like, the main frames, I alone do all this. And I don't do animation. Because it's a way longer process than just drawing a page with a couple frames. Like, it's something else. And if I ever do any kind of animation, like an animatic or something, I'm never gonna do, like, mouths moving when they're talking. Like, I'm just gonna do, like, different frames for when the mouth opens and closes. Undertale is hella overrated. I kind of doubt that, because even though I haven't played it because it's not my kind of game, I think the character designs and overall story are actually pretty interesting. I might play it at some point, and if I do, I feel like I would enjoy it, but it's definitely not going to end up in, like, my top 10 or anything. My favorite character in Undertale, by the way, is Flowey. I really like Sans and Papyrus. They're definitely in the top 3 list of mine. Gaster, WD Gaster, he is cool, but he's a secret character and we barely get any information of him. Like, his design is sick, but, like, I'm not picking him over the 3 I just mentioned, because they actually have personality and character. Sometimes I don't go that route when choosing a favorite character, but for the sake of Undertale, I definitely go there. I really like that Flowey was pretty much the main villain overall, because it's the kind of thing where you don't expect to be, like, the main villain, like, overarching and all that, and then it just happens, and then you're like, what? This little dude was the big deal all along? That's pretty cool. And even in times where you expect it, it's still awesome. Because it shows a massive contrast to how you initially meet them to how they end up turning out. It's similar to Transformers 1, where I watched it recently, where even if you know that Optimus and Megatron, like Orion Pax and D16, are eventually going to become Optimus Prime and Megatron, you know what's going to happen. You see them evolve into the characters they're destined to be over time, and you see how they, like, change over the course of that time. And I think that's really neat, because you can actually look through their point of views and see why they ended up being the way they did. And sometimes you can fully understand why they would go that road. I completely understand why. Well, actually, hold on. This is gonna be spoilers for, like, Transformers 1, warning ahead of time, so y'all can't say shit. Now that I just said that. But, like, I genuinely understand why Megatron went down. Art is time-consuming. I try to be respectful and mindful of the fact that when interacting with artists, especially when commissioning work from them. Exactly! I do not tolerate people who either rush commissions because they think they're taking too long, or people who just be like, oh, you could make this in a day. Oh, you could do this, like, oh, you could do this real easily. And it's like, no, fuck off. Like, go do it yourself if you're so impatient, and then see how it feels. I think you should absolutely have other people help with the art, since this took 8 months, bro. I do agree with that, but at the same time, I think it will be a bit off if the story constantly changes art style. I definitely will have a different plan in terms of developing episode 2. I definitely want to get it out in a faster pace, and I think I'm either going to cut back on the effort I put into these and just keep it this way just for this episode, or maybe just go a completely different style other than comic, because even though I like comic, I feel like if I lowered the budget and made it more of an animatic thing, I think it would take less time. But regardless, I fully understand, yeah. This took way much longer than I wanted. But sometimes you just gotta buckle down and put in the hours, or in this case, months. Let me know when you're done saying spoilers. I got my sound turned down and may need someone to let me know in chat. Okay, alright, so I'm gonna make it quick. Alright, I'm gonna make it quick in terms of spoilers for Transformers 1. First of all, it was an amazing movie. I absolutely loved it, and it was better than so much of the slop that was coming out recently. Joker 2 and Megaopolis, absolute garbage. So I watched Transformers 1, and not only was it an amazing recreation of the origin story between the two main characters, but again, it shows why they turned out the way they did. Like, D16, aka Megatron, was legit lied to all his life, and he's the kind of person who takes that sort of betrayal into an aggressive manner, and when he gets pissed off, he goes and breaks so many boundaries and moral boundaries that people normally wouldn't break. And he gives in to his anger because of it. And because of that, he's betrayed his best friend. He's like turned on everything within his people and all that. He turned on everything. All because someone he's looked up to all his life turned out to be a massive scumbag. Which, you know, I kind of was expecting, because in what world is Sentinel Prime not a scumbag? I don't think Sentinel is a bad guy in Transformers Animated, but he's definitely a douchebag. Definitely. He's like, the way he acts, he's like, yeah, self-entitled prick. And Dark of the Moon Sentinel, he's the coolest Sentinel, but he's outright... Yeah, we can never forgive Ironhide. We can never forgive Ironhide, Jet. But yeah, no, Transformers 1 definitely did an amazing job telling the story between the two and how they came to be. And I genuinely want this movie to get a sequel. 100%, even though it's just supposed to be a retelling of what has already happened. I want them to do a sequel based on how the Quintessons were defeated and all that, because the Quintessons weren't in the Cybertronian war that ended the planet, so I want to know how that resolved. Transformers 1 easily has the most evil Sentinel? Facts! Because I'm thinking of Dark of the Moon Sentinel, and even though he killed Ironhide, which was unforgivable, he did it with, like, morally justified intent, where he loved his planet and wanted to revive his planet. and he was willing to do anything for it. Through other perspectives, he's actually a great hero. And through his own perspective, he thought he was absolutely morally justified. But Optimus and Sentinel did not agree. And I have mixed feelings on how these two conflicted with their differences. Because I genuinely feel like I wish Optimus and Sentinel talked about their perspectives on things. I completely understand why they had their differences and why things like... By the way, I'm done talking about Transformers 1 because I don't want to spoil people, even though I gave a spoiler warning in advance. So I'm done talking about it, so you can let Zeisty know or whatever, but... watching Dark of the Moon, it's by far my most favorite Transformers film. Which, I think now it's tied with Transformers 1, but, I really liked the... By the way, we're just talking about... This stream was meant to be a Murder Drone stream, but yet we're just talking about a bunch of different IPs now. We're talking about Sonic, we're talking about Transformers. I think it's because I've said all I've wanted to say for today about Enraged. And that's pretty much it. So... Other than that, I really liked the divergence in their paths. If I could name a thing I didn't like about Transformers... Okay. I'm not gonna read that out. On a world I do not know, I am no longer your teacher, Optimus, you are mine. Like, that was a really cool thing. That was a really cool interaction between the two. Because Optimus still saw Sentinel as his leader. Because Optimus, during that scene, thought that Sentinel was wiser than him still, even after all this time. That Optimus was... Like, Optimus still felt like a student to him because of how much he looked up to him. So, I feel like it was really heartbreaking for him and, like, disappointing when he found out that Sentinel decided to revive his home through the wrong methods. It felt like a betrayal of everything he lived up for. It honestly felt similar to you-know-who, the two people in Transformers 1. It felt similar to that. And, I know that when Optimus Prime killed Sentinel in Dark of the Moon, I doubt it was easy for him. Because even though he knew it had to be done because of how stubborn Sentinel turned out to be, he realized that the Sentinel, in his mind, he thought that the Sentinel he knew back then was long dead. And that he needed to put this ghost of the past to rest, otherwise, things would probably get worse. Because he looked back at how much damage Sentinel did to the labs and the government and everything he did when he made his turnaround and switching sides. He, like, looked up and said, like, what have I done? And knowing that, I can completely understand why he killed, like, Megatron and Sentinel in that scene. Because he just absolutely refused to make that same mistake anymore. Because even though I didn't really understand why Optimus initially, I don't get why Optimus killed Megatron in that scene, even though Megatron literally saved his life and offered him a truce. But at the same time, I get why Optimus did it now. Because, yeah, he does not want to repeat that mistake of leaving his enemies alive anymore. Like, he's done with having mercy. He's done with genuine, like, forgiveness. He just wants it all to end. Because even though he killed the Fallen and stuff like that within the second movie, he let Megatron go. Because he knew that Megatron didn't die. But he just let him go anyway. And that was just kind of like... That combined with Sentinel's betrayal was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back for him. I don't feel like that takes away from Optimus's character, though. Because even though it breaks his moral code that he usually has, it kind of shows how much he's changed and developed from the initial movie. Because he did have those mercy virtues. Give me your face. Yeah! Like tearing the Fallen's mask off. Yeah. It's too bad that the original ending of Dark of the Moon was leaked and Michael Bay changed it out of spite. What? There was an original ending to Dark of the Moon? I would love to hear that. I would love to know about that. I gotta say it. Live-action Transformers are hot. That's a fair take. Even as an old man, Sentinel still beat Optimus. It took Megatron attacking him from behind to lay him low. Well, to be fair, just because Transformers, like, age in Michael Bay's verse, they're still, like, consisted of metal and stuff. Like, Wheeljack was kind of fragile, yeah. But Sentinel, like, in the end of the day, Transformers are Transformers regardless of how old they look. Like, Transformers are not humans, where we lose mobility and strength the older we get. They pretty much stay the same no matter how old they get. I don't know if Cybertronians actually have a lifespan. I'm gonna Google that right now. On stream. Live Ceruloozle reaction to new information. Do Cybertronians have a lifespan? Yes, Cybertronians, also known as Transformers, have a lifespan that is typically between 20 and 30 years! But it also says, not quite. They can be extremely long-lived, but it's possible for them to die of old age. Huh. So there's one source saying it's like a third of a human, but another source is saying that they live, like, really long. So I don't know who to trust with that. I'm just gonna go with the really long outcome, because literally within Transformers Prime, it switches over to Robots in Disguise. And I think Robots in Disguise takes place many years after Transformers Prime, so... And, like, who knows how long the Cybertronian War was in between that and the Transformers, like, siding with the humans on Earth. That is definitely probably more than, like, 30 years. Yeah, I'm not buying it now. Also, Soundwave was so... Soundwave was done so... The novel had Optimus and Megatron defeating Sentinel together, and ending the war in a truce. Megatron actually meant it when he said he was tired of fighting the left to rebuild Cybertron. Not- oh, dog. Why'd you tell me that? I wish that kind of was the ending of Dark of the Moon, because Dark of the Moon ending was definitely satisfying. I do love the ending of that movie, but that also would have been really cool. Soundwave was done dirty. Like, I do think Soundwave was done dirty, because, like, Soundwave's design was not he. Like, Laserbeak was cool in that movie, because Laserbeak is usually the minicon that's, like, really silent and stuff. But he definitely is not the kind of... Laserbeak never really talks or has personality. And that's because he's just meant to be a silent assistant to Soundwave. But in Dark of the Moon, not only does he has a voice, but he's an actual, like, he's, like, a consecutive operational, like, operative within the Decepticons, like, movement. And, like, the way he talks to his future victims and all that. Like, the scene where he disguised himself as, like, a pink bumblebee or whatever, and then, like, manipulated the little girl into letting him in, and freaking going into the family and killing the dad, like, that was awesome. That showed that he was, like, able to be deceptive, able to disguise himself, and able to just, like, it was just great. It was a great scene right there. It was awesome. Oh, gosh. But Soundwave, on the other hand, Soundwave was just boring in that movie, because, like, he was just a regular car in terms of his transformation. And his design was just like Sideswipe in that movie, but like evil, kinda. And then he didn't do much, he didn't say much, other than capture the main girl. And then his most infamous scene in the movie is him killing Wheeljack, but immediately after that, Bumblebee just swipes him to the side and then shoots him from the inside. Like, you know, Soundwave... Like, in Transformers Prime, Soundwave was done amazing. But in terms of Dark of the Moon, nah. Shockwave took a major W. I know that people can argue that Shockwave, like, even though he was done better, he could have been done more, and Starscream didn't do much. But you have to understand that Dark of the Moon consisted of so many characters. And... because it was literally all the main Autobots versus, like, all the main Decepticons. they couldn't have done much given the time that they had to work with. I think Starscream was handled just fine. He went out like a bitch, which actually matches his character. So definitely was done perfect there. And Shockwave, I think, was done perfect because he had a cool, like, entrance. He had an amazing entrance. And even though he got damaged by the humans, if he died by the humans, then I would say something different, but no, he was just weakened. And then Optimus came in and did the killing blow, and that was so satisfying to watch. Especially when he came in with the massive jetpack and killed his driller. Like, dog! Oh! I wish I could go back in time where I watched the movie initially. Because that hour-long war in Chicago, it was something else. Top 10 live-action media. And that was the best live-action Transformers ever was. And then we got Age of Extinction in the last night, and we all know that those were shit. So it all went downhill afterwards. Shockwave's theme is better than Lockdown's theme. Change my mind. Nah, bruh, I'm not. Lockdown was kinda mid. I do like his design. But other than that, I don't feel like he was needed in the story. Because Galvatron and the new Decepticons that were all nanite Transformers, some people say those types of Transformers are lame. I actually thought they were unique. I thought they were cool. And it was definitely a new thing, and I was actually hype about it. Galvatron looked ugly. I did not like how he looked. Like, basically, he existed in that film just to show that Megatron is back. But other than that, not only did he not do much, he just doesn't look that good. I wish they gave him, like, some of the purple coating and some of the, like, attire and, like, just a better recreation of the character. Because Megatron does look drastically different, even in all the other live-action Transformers films. But they do it right, because they scrap the Buckethead thing, but overall they keep, like, a lot of the similar stuff intact. It's just great. It's great. It's great. Also, side note, Bumblebee in the Bayverse was a beast. Like, absolutely. Like, the one thing I really loved about Transformers Last Night... No. The World War II flashback was dog shit. Like, the moment I saw that scene initially, where he was fighting Nazis and stuff, like, I was like, bro, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, get that out of my face. But no. The scene I really liked is how he was blown to bits, yet he was able to completely rebuild himself. Like, Dog is the most effective Transformer in the Bayverse. Because they seem a lot easier to kill than, like, the actual, like, G1 or the regular versions, because they just crumble to pieces. But, like, Bumblebee is by far the most effective. It takes a lot to kill that guy. Like, you can't kill me. I'm too big for you to kill me. So that's pretty much it. I definitely screwed up the proportions here. And looks a lot bigger than Tessa, but you can just say that like, is a proportion thing. You know, perspective. Yeah. Drillerbot is thirsty. I do not want to know what that means. I gotta go, bye. Okay, bye, Oliver. I'm about to end the stream soon anyway. That is why you have no soul. That is why I have no fear. That is fire. That was cool. I thought Rise of the Beasts was really good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely better than the shit stains that were the last two films. Initially, I thought it was a complete reboot, like Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts, because those two take place in the same timeline. But some people say that Rise of the Beasts, because I looked up why Megatron wasn't in Rise of the Beasts, and Google said that, like, it's a soft reboot, that the Rise of the Beasts and Bumblebee are supposed to take place within the Bayverse. And I hope that never happens, because I've honestly given up on the Bayverse after those last two films. I just want it to be completely I want Rise of the Beast and Bumblebee to be its own thing. I hope that happens. It's not confirmed if they take place in the Bayverse, but it said that it's like supposed to make it where it can fit in there. I just don't want that to happen. That's terrible. No. The Bayverse, like, the Bayverse peaked at Dark of the Moon. It had its debut. It had its run. It's over. It's why Transformers 6 was canceled. It's why Michael Bay didn't want to make it. He just kind of lost passion. Not to mention that the last two massively underperformed. Yeah. Because fans were starting to recognize that, yeah, these movies are terrible. I think people gave Age of Extinction a pass, just a pass. But people did not hold back in Last Night. People did not hold back. You know who is Waspinator? Recently I sat down and watched the entirety of Beast Wars. It definitely showed its age, but I loved the characters. My favorite was Dinobot, which was a stupid ass name, because like, why would bro name himself after a whole race of Cybertronians? Like, you're gonna get mad confused. But I think he had a lot of great development in his character over the course of the story. His sacrifice was... It showed that... I don't know what it was definitely showing something, but I'm trying to remember what. Rimsey Rankin with the $2. Add Fuwadi. Hey, you got it. I also do like the Megatron in Beast Wars, but he's just kind of a goofball. Because, like, the other versions of Megatron are, like, sentimental characters. Who are meant to be where they love Cybertron, but are willing to do anything in order to bring it their own kind of peace. And even though, but just to be clear, I understand that the Megatron in Beast Wars is a completely different character. Because he comes in much after the G1 Megatron, Transformers era. And this Megatron, like, heard of the old Megatron and was like, yeah, I'll name myself Megatron too. That definitely won't get confusing. Add a Fuwadi, add a Bread Bear. That's a tall ask, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Rimsey. Let's go! Yeah, man, Bread Bear. By the way, chat, I know I'm not interacting with much of the comments right now because there's a lot of comments going through, but I am gonna watch, like, the VOD of this stream later and look over what you guys are saying in chat. So don't worry. Like, because I do enjoy reading comments on stuff about, from y'all. Like, some of y'all say some cool stuff, and sometimes I overlook it. I apologize. It's just a lot to deal with. I was a big Transformers fan back in the day because I had a big Optimus Prime plastic action figure at my very old house. And ever since Transformers 1, I'm slowly coming back to my old days. Same! Because I didn't talk much about Transformers for a very long time. And that's because nothing really hype was coming out. But ever since Transformers 1, I've slowly grown back into my love for the series. It saved my love for it, and that's how things really played out. Now I gotta add these things right here. But yeah, alright. By the way, while we're still on the topic, I'll look over the chat once I add in these two, super chats. What is your most favorite Transformers character? For me, it is Starscream. If we're to be more specific, the Starscream from Transformers Prime. I loved his design, because honestly, I'm not too big on the G1 designs. I honestly prefer the ones that think more outside the box. And I loved his overall voice and personality and how it just, like, worked really well with like, what he was trying to do. And he was just a constant failure because of his ego that constantly got in the way of his victory. Hey, Z-Man, how's it to ya? Oh, hey, Aiden, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Okay, alright. Add Fuwadi. I need to find Fuwadi. There we go. Add in Fuwadi. Get in there. Okay. Gotta add another bread bear. Another bread bear. I missed this, honestly. Alright. Time to look over the comments of the chat. I'll zoom out a little bit so you guys can have something to look at while I do this. Alright, let me see here. Starscream Easy still wants to know who, Yaluzo still wants to know who my guy is. Okay. Starscream. I don't know if that was a mistake, or if, like, if you intentionally did that. Regardless, that's funny. Is my favorite, but Shockwave is, like, my favorite, but he's, like, a menace. But Soundwave, heck yeah. A lot of diverse options, but makes sense. Let me see. Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Soundwave, and B127. There we go. Animated Shockwave. Animated Shockwave has a cool design, because normally Shockwave's, like, bulky. But nah, he was slim in that, with, like, the unique visor, eyeball, and the antenna. His whole design was just unique. They completely ditched, like, the arm cannon, and the cord on the back and all that. I feel like Transformers Prime did that type of design the best. And I also love that instead of being the hardcore scientist that he usually is, he was just an Among Us imposter pretending to be Long Arm Prime or whatever. That was pretty cool. Zane, how much Undertale lore do you know? Barely any. I completely forgot the lore from the MatPat videos. Hello, just joined to chat. Oh, hello there, let's go to Leo's official. I have no idea what that is. Is anyone here OG enough to remember Bread Bear the movie? That was a while ago, man. Why is there so many J's? Because so many people super chatted J's at the beginning. That was a mistake, but worth it. Oh, yeah! That was a mistake, but worth it. Yeah, Starscream, my most favorite Transformers character. Optimus Prime, very fair. Don't feel ashamed of being basic. I love Starscream and Bumblebee. Yeah, that's great. Don't feel basic for choosing Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is one of the greatest characters in fiction. If he's your favorite, freaking be honest and say it with your chest. Let me see here. Starscream, that's fucking funny. Yeah, man. Bumblebee for me. That's based. That's fair. Yo, do you remember Cougar McDowell VA? Why do you remind me? You know, I used to make videos on his Poppy Playtime videos because I thought they were disgusting, but like, sure, bring up the trauma. Yeah. How much FNAF lore do you know? I can, if I wanted to, I could sit down and explain the entire lore from pretty much what I've summed up. I'm a hardcore FNAF fan. I've been around practically since the beginning. I've checked out all the MatPat videos and all the game theories. I've watched all the Markiplier playthroughs of the series. I thought Security Breach was shit, but then again, who doesn't? But I thought FNAF Ruin and Help Wanted 2 revived the series for me, especially the movie. Some of my friends think the movie is awful, but me? Nah, I loved it. It was great. I don't think it massively exceeded my expectations, but it met them. And that's all that I really wanted. I would rather have a movie that met my expectations than a movie that was just downright terrible. 100% of the time. Transformers 1 is a movie that massively exceeded my expectations. Have you seen Shock Blast's design? He sounded pretty menacing, but as episodes paced, he's pretty goofy and a big dummy. Who's Shock Blast? Who the heck is Shock Blast? Shock Blast. I didn't type Transformers, so I'm probably gonna get... Oh, never mind. Oh, he looks kind of cool, but like... Bro looks like Shockwave. Bro is not him. Bro wants to be Shockwave so bad. He's like Shock... Oh, yeah. In the comic was a menace. Oh, yeah, Shockwave is really dark in the comics. He's got a dark backstory and is very torturous with his victims. Which, IDW Shockwave or Skybound Shockwave? If you want to know my most favorite version of Shockwave, it's also from Transformers Prime. I like the red eye combined with the antenna and just his overall design in general.
he becomes a freaking tank. I think G1 is kind of goofy where it becomes like a cannon. I thought the most goofy thing in Transformers G1 was Megatron somehow becoming a little handgun for other Decepticons to hold. Like, that was just mad goofy. Like, I very much prefer him either being a jet or a tank nowadays. So sad Pat quit to take it. Nah, bro. Nah, that was unwarranted. That was unneeded. I'm not reading that out. Do you love Mecha Sonic? Mecha Sonic is unironically my most favorite Metal Sonic, but it's a tough conversation between him and Super Neo Metal Sonic. Ultra Magnus. Anyways, I think I am finished with this page. I think I did want to do more, but I think I've achieved with what I wanted to do. I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I think I peaked with this one. Don't take that out of context. Let me see here. Get that going, get that going, get that going, get that going. No, that looks shit. Hold on, let me get the actual pen out. Ultra Magnus Ren, a W name. What do you think is the best? What do you think is the best murder drones is? You gotta word that better. Zane, you didn't read one of the questions? Well, okay, sorry I didn't read your one comment out of the many comments I'm getting. You need to watch Fiznom's Undertale lore stream coming soon. Oh, he's having an Undertale lore stream? I did watch his FNAF lore stream and his Resident Evil lore streams. Didn't know he was doing Undertale one. Of course I'll check that out. Because I would like to understand the lore even if I haven't played the game. All I know is that the flower is like someone's sibling. And two girls kiss each other and like skeleton bros. That's pretty much it. So like, I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know much. Let me see here. It's 3:17. So I think I'm gonna end the stream definitely by 3:30. And I think I'm gonna hop on with Adam to play some Fortnite, and then I'm gonna get ready for my girlfriend to come over at 5. She's not feeling that great, so I'm gonna do my absolute best to help her out with the stuff she's like going through at the moment. And for all those new people, I'll post an invite to the Discord server. So let me see if I can do that real quick. Alright, let me see here. I gotta go to a different Chrome YouTube tab. YouTube! Keep going! You will be one of us in a woke tale. We about to lose every game we play. Hey, you know what? If we end up losing every game we play, that's fine. I don't play Fortnite to, like, win. Like, I know that sometimes I, like, go like, oh, gosh, dang it, or no, or ah! But, like, in the end of the day, it's just a video game. I really play with you and the others just to have fun, really. Which I feel like that's how all video games should be played. If it's rage games like Elden Ring, Wukong, getting over it, yada yada, then it's understandable then. It's understandable. If some of you like playing rage games, and you feel if the kind where it feels so good that you finally win, that's fine. But if you're playing a regular game like Fortnite, or I don't know, name a Nintendo Wii game with like a campaign, then you should just play them to have fun. You shouldn't really feel frustrated about them. And, you know, if you're just raging at them constantly, you're not having fun. You're just telling yourself that. Like, if you're not having fun playing a game, the last time he scratched his ass, like, how am I supposed to know that? I don't think even Scott knows. I was actually able to stop by Walmart and get this, like, $10 Transformers 1 one-step changer of Megatron. And it's funny that I don't have a webcam, so you guys can't see it, but it's really cool. You can just undo the thing, and then bro becomes like a whole tank. I love one-step changers. Because, like, I did get a lot of Transformers figures when I was, like, in my big phase. We might get in a few matches with some Turbo Sweats, because I got a 31 kill game in a while ago. My bad. Nah, bro, that's fine. Again, I don't play to win. Are you excited for Digital Circus Episode 1? I think Digital Circus is overrated, if you want me to be real. I think Murder Drones has way more interesting of a narrative and story, but it got screwed up by its own writer. But if any of you guys don't agree, that's totally fine. But I'm still gonna watch it, and if I'm able to, like, watch episode 4 on stream, I'll do it, but I'm probably not gonna be able to, because every single time Glitch releases an episode of something, I'm always working at that time, at the Walmart in my town. So, it's the same, like, I said I was gonna do a stream on the finale and the Digital Circus episode 3, and those didn't turn out because I was working. They keep releasing these fucking episodes during a shift. So, what am I supposed to do? Go screw myself? Like, give me a break. Give me a break. So Yaluzal, how is the comic coming along? We are almost done with episode 1. I just need to keep working on it. There will be a preview uploaded in December. There will be a preview uploaded about it. It's pretty much going to be the first half of the episode. But I am close to the ending. Definitely. Gosh, these proportions are not accurate. I'm looking at it now, but, like, you know what? It's not a big deal. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Because it's not that distracting or anything. You could just say perspective. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective, ladies and gents. But yeah, I just want to say to everybody watching the stream, like, thank you all so much for being here. This was definitely a motivation booster. I wasn't expecting this many people to show up. And Toffee was an amazing person to hang out with. She's an amazing person, an amazing creator, and if any of you Enraged fans in chat that hasn't checked out her stuff, look up the Panic AU. Like, it's a little disturbing at first, but it's a desired taste, and her artwork is phenomenal. So, please go support her work. And I will adjust the description of the stream to link her stuff in the description, because it was genuinely cool to, like, come across her. It was awesome. So, I just want to say, you know, God bless y'all, love y'all. Y'all are just absolutely amazing. Thank you for allowing me to be in this position, and for allowing me to work on what I'm able to work on. I'm grateful to have a family, a community, and pretty much everything here that, like, I'm able to interact with the way I can. You know, it's really cool. I genuinely didn't think I'd get here. Hopefully, I get higher. But I am glad I was able to make it this far. And that's really it. Oh! Title it? Can you say bye and good luck? Okay. I pretty much did say that. Your art is amazing, man. Keep up the great and talented work. Thank you. Title your stuff? Oh, I mean, I do title my stuff, yeah. You're 2 hours ahead of me in time zones. Oh, well, I've had, like, Rose, like, pop into my streams for co-hosting now and then, and she's Australia. Like, morning for me is night for her. So, you know, I'm definitely experienced